Hello everybody, how's it going? How you doing? Welcome on in. It's time for more Burden of Proof. Hi, how's it going? How you doing? So before we get started today, we have a matter to take care of here. That's right, we do. We gotta take care of a little something. We need to let me see here. Where is it? Aha! Let's change this up a little bit. Hang on. We will be changing this to 400 and bam. We just started a since we finally took care of the karaoke stream, and I promise we'll do the edutainment stream. I promise it'll happen. But for now we have, okay, wait, which one's the, it should be here. Where is it? Oh god, where did I put it? Oh, it's, oh god, where is it? Wait, hang on. Where's the source for the Twitch goal? Is it this? No, it's not that. It's this. That's not that. Oh god, where'd it go? It's oh, I can't find it. Wait, what did I name it? It should be over here. Like, okay, that's that, right? Okay. It's this, right? No. Oh, there it is. Okay, there it goes. So it is this. It just needs a second. Wait, karaoke? It's not still karaoke. But is it different between these two? It is different between these two. I changed it on one, but not the other. Anyway, hi Rob, welcome on in. How's it going? How you doing? Anyway, reward for 400 is gonna be a terrible game showcase. Oh, because I had to like double layer this one. Oh god, that doesn't work. How did I have this originally? I don't even remember. Does it matter? I just need to, there we go. That works. Close enough. Good enough. But yeah, we needed a new follower goal. So there it is. It'll be a terrible game showcase when we hit 400. My ideas for the time being are like unpatched Cyberpunk, unpatched Assassin's Creed Unity, Sonic Boom. I'm trying to think of like some other like really like fun like terrible games to check out. If y'all got suggestions, please feel free to send them my way. There is a suggestion box channel in the Discord if you're so inclined. But anyway, with all that said and done, and with me scuffing this yet again, well actually, okay, it's not my fault I scuffed it, all right? Twitch, like I made the source visible and Twitch took like 10 seconds to actually update the thing and show it. That's either on Twitch or that's on OBS. That's not my fault. I'm perfect and flawless. I've never done anything wrong in my life. Oh shit, that's right. Tonight's like the last night of the summer sale, isn't it? I gotta... Someone remind me after stream's over to check out the rest of the summer sale. Because I bought some stuff, but I might want more stuff. Because I have no self-control. Alright, let's see, where is it? There it is. Alright. Cut the music. It's time to go. Give it a second. But yeah, I've been looking forward to this. I was sad I couldn't get to it last week, but I just had a lot of prep work to do for the anniversary, and I also just wanted to make sure I was well rested for the anniversary, knowing it was going to be at least 12 hours. Yes, my very informatively named save. Yeah. All right, so we left off. Let me pull this up and like refresh myself on the evidence here. So a bank was robbed, and someone was killed when they fell from the second story window. So someone robbed the bank. You know, they shot a gun. They fired a warning shot, which we believe struck here, but maybe not necessarily. We can't be certain that that's where the shot landed, because apparently, you know, that shot is very old, and there may have been a painting over it originally. Let's see. And, oh yeah, we got this from our assistant. As per the Fifth Amendment, any person can refuse to testify the details to a crime if it would implicate them. However, they must cooperate if asked about matters unrelated to the crime, which is, okay, interesting. Mark analysis. Analysis from the bullet hole by Thorne's team. The mark was made at least 12 hours before the robbery. Let's see. Pistol found on the upper floors bears the fingerprints of Oliver Bridges. No shots were fired from it. And the victim, Bill Ground, which, wait, you can't see it. Oh no, wait. Oh god, hang on. Hang on. Maybe, give it a second. Sure, Games throws money from between his ears. Ah, there we go. Got it. Okay. Now it's capturing. Yeah, sorry about that. There we go. Look, it wouldn't be an Alistair stream without a little bit of scuff, all right? All right. Now that you can actually see the game. Okay, autopsy report. Bill Ground, which is a fantastic name for a man who died falling from a second-story window. Let's see, between 10:30 and 11:50, died from impact with the floor at a high velocity. There's a large cut on his left hand that was made immediately before death. I think we can safely assume that was made by the broken glass as he, like, was pushed through the window. Swipe the look. You can't take my money. Like I said, you know, when you say between my ears, you know it's in my skull, right? What, are you just gonna reach your hand into my skull, pull out where I, like, all my gold coins? I don't think that's gonna work out for you, frankly. A spear found outside near the body could belong to the side room. Oh, right, that's right. The side room was missing something on a shelf. There was an empty display case. We can maybe assume that the spear was from that. The vault was, items were stolen from the vault. Yep. A money bag that was left behind, possibly used by the culprit. You know, I use bags like this all the time. Normally I paint a big, crude dollar sign on mine. I feel like it makes it more obvious what it's for. Because, you know, sometimes I forget. I gotta keep my, you know, I gotta keep my money bag separate from my potato bag, you know? I don't want to go to rob a bank and, uh-oh, my, you know, burlap sack smells like potatoes. That's embarrassing. All right? And profiles, because I'm terrible with names and I need to refresh myself on names. Derek Dare, that's right, Double Dare. The coolest dude. The detective, Ray Towers was the receptionist. Bill Ground is the victim. Chloe McCarthy is my new assistant. Oliver Bridges is the defendant. And Jacob Thorne is our princely new prosecutor rival. Takes notes. Look, if you need to consult someone about thievery, I'm a, you know, a primary source. The witness has been sworn in. This is the receptionist I talked to yesterday. Oh, wow. I didn't even get to read that. Calm down. Cross, come on. Please calm down. Oh, what's the button for the log again? Space? No, it's not space. No, I'm searching the buttons. No, wait, nope. I've unlocked the camera. That's not the right button. I'll remember. I just gotta test all the buttons. There we are. It's L. L for log. Duh. All right. Dearest madam, it is an honor... And then objection. Ha! I can do it too. I'm just playing around, Prince Sirius. A name and occupation. I'm Ray Towers. Welcome to the Bank of Prosperity. Can I take your order? So you're the receptionist. Q for objection. I like that. So you're the receptionist. I'm sorry, that's not on the menu. Can I offer you a new check-ins account instead? And so the madness begins again. Thorn, before we get to the conflicting issue, we should first ask about the robbery itself. An excellent idea. You should do the honors, Sir Cross. It was your idea to call a witness. I'm starting to regret that idea. All right, let's hear your testimony. Testimony: Towers and the robbery. Where were you at the time of the robbery? Let's see. It only happened yesterday. I was at the receptionist desk. I think that much was already known. Right, then at around 11:30 a.m., the robber walked in. Think that checks out? Yeah? Yeah, that checks out. All right. What did the robber look like? He was wearing gloves and a mask. The thief was also dressed in black with a big coat. I see. And the culprit was wielding a gun? Yeah! Now, hold on a minute. Wait. I can't remember because it's been like 2 weeks, but if we're the ones that called that witness, we're not allowed to do that. That's a leading question. Not that any Ace Attorney game ever cared about direct and cross-examination, you know, direct and leading questions, but that's like one of the things I had to learn the hard way when I was doing mock trial, is that you have to be really, really careful about leading questions, otherwise like you'll get objected to and everybody's gonna get like real pissy about it. Granted, I think Real Court probably cares a bit less about, well, no, I think they still take that pretty seriously. I was gonna say, maybe Real Court's not as nitpicky as mock trial, because mock trial is just like, yeah, competition, we're trying to get points. But, maybe. It's not supposed to be accessible. I must have missed it would make the debug key setting. Yeah, that was really funny. Like when I discovered it, like I'm just going through all the buttons trying to like, I don't even remember what I was looking for, but yeah, you can just take the camera anywhere you want. It's great. Like, wait. Can I like continue the testimony like this? Oh no, I can't press space to continue the testimony. Damn. It would have been really funny if you could just continue playing the game with the debug camera like this. Yeah, you can just... It's really funny. I don't think I have debug keys enabled, right? I'm pretty sure I don't. Let's see. Debug... Yeah, debug keys are just... It's very funny. Does work, but you forgot to hit apply. Oh, okay. Just wearing pants, so there's that. Oh yeah, I never thought to like look for all of the like the usual like the game dev like shortcuts, like the player will never see this, so we won't do anything with it. Like oh wait, no, there is one like little funny game dev cheat. These guys are just floating. They don't have chairs. All right, I stand corrected. There is one sneaky little game dev cheat. Yeah, at first I didn't know what was going on, so I asked him if he wanted to place an order. Do most restaurants serve armed criminals? Well, I mean, they do if they don't want to get shot. Then the robber pointed the weapon at me. I was directed to open the safe. Can you describe the culprit's voice? Actually, he was using a voice modulator. A voice modulator? That's right. The voice I heard was through a filter that disguised his true sound. Was there anything you noticed that could help identify the culprit? Nope. Great. So the criminal's identity is a total mystery. Actually, this is good for us. Since the robber can't be identified, Thorn can't prove it was Mr. Bridges. But it works both ways. We can't prove it wasn't him either. I feared for my life, so I opened the safe. Nobody blames you for your actions, madam. I know that. I could care less about the money. As long as our secret recipe is safe. I'm starting to think she's actually delusional. After I opened the safe, I was forced inside. That was probably so the culprit could keep an eye on you. Right, and then he took some money and put it in his bag. Could it be this bag? Wait. He had this bag with him the whole time? Yeah, he walked in with it. Could be related to something we've already found. I believe we found a similar item at the crime scene. It's an object, by the way. This is the more info button. Ah, I see, I see. There was a bag on the floor in the lobby. Is this the same bag? Oh, the bag in the lobby. I think I'm going insane. He was carrying multiple bags when he walked in. He dropped that one by accident in the lobby, and he used another to store the money from the vault. So this bag belongs to the culprit. And what happened next? Well, then he went to the side room. Side room? I didn't quite see because I was still in the vault. And then the thief entered the stairwell, correct? Yeah. You're absolutely sure? Yes, I'm positive. I believe I can back up this description of the witness with evidence. At the front entrance, there's a security camera. It's rigged to take pictures whenever someone passes in front of it. The accursed criminal was spotted entering at 11:30. But there was no picture of him leaving. Interesting. So we can assume the criminal didn't leave through the front entrance. Was there anything strange you noticed after opening the vault? Not really. Just your average robbery. Then I think it's time to settle this bullet hole issue. Did the criminal fire a warning shot? Yes. When did this happen exactly? It was before I opened the vault. And where was the gun pointed? I don't remember. And what do you know of this painting? Oh, that's mine. What? Do you own the painting? Yeah, I put it up there about a year ago. Was it hanging there on the day of the crime? Yes, it was. Then where did it go? So question mark is more information, exclamation point is like objection, right? Is that it? Do I have that right? Like I said, 2 weeks, still slowly recalling all the little bits. So where could it have gone? Let's see. Yeah, because it was just flat out missing. I don't... Yeah, hang on. God, he's breaking his wrists every time he does this. Oh, that's... I don't think that's what I meant. It's a very stressful recollection for her. Overruled, we need to hear the full story. However, please take it easy, Prince Thorn. As you wish, Your Majesty. The painting. I took it down and hid it after the robber fled upstairs. Where did you hide it? In the side room, under the drawer. But we searched every inch of the place. Who was heading up the investigation in the lobby? Looks like Detective Dare's in trouble. I want a team on the site now. Ms. Towers, why did you hide the painting? Because I feared it would be stolen? She doesn't sound too sure of herself. I believe it's time to break this case wide open.
Let's continue after a brief recess.
But Your Majesty, I'm about to break this case.
No, the prosecution will take this time to conduct a search for the item. You have 10 minutes. Court dismissed.
Well, at least the receptionist's testimony matches what we thought. Right, but does that really help us? Thornton seems confident that she's lying, and I could tell she knows more than she's letting on. But why would she lie? I have no idea. Either way, if there was a shot fired, that would benefit us greatly. Because the weapon was found was not used, right? Correct. But prove that weapon was not the one used in the crime. Mr. Bridges, why are your fingerprints on that gun? I can't explain. Mr. Bridges, in order for us to help you, you have to tell us the truth. I can tell you this much. That gun does not belong to me. I see. Why won't you work with us? That's enough, Chloe. We need to focus on the task at hand. We must figure out the truth from Miss Towers, even if the end result is bad for our case. Really? Finding the truth, no matter how difficult, is crucial to a fair trial. Let's just hope the truth is on our side this time. Well, unless she's a co-conspirator in the robbery, I don't see why she would have hidden the painting. And if it was hanging up, like, when the warning shot was fired, why take it down? How would that help you cover up the robbery? I mean,
Everyone's settled. I believe we were about to question the witness's statement.
That's correct. I believe Sir Cross should do the honors. Me again. This is your witness. Your argument is sound. Her statements will hold up.
I believe we can trust you to deduce the truth. Right, Cross?
Yes, Counselor. Why is it always me?
Very well. You may cross-examine the witness.
You don't believe me? The robber did have a gun, and he fired a shot. Just look at that hole in the wall. It was made by that same shot. My life was in danger. That's why I opened the safe. So you think the shot was aimed directly at you? I think so. I mean, I'm pretty sure that bullet hit the wall behind me. This isn't good. This testimony contradicts the evidence. I just hope this leads somewhere. Is there a button? No, there is a press button, isn't there? Or can I just not do that right now? Oh. I remember... There's not? Okay, gotcha. Alright, I thought I remembered there being, like... I think I'm just thinking of the question mark. No, that's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the question mark. I confused that for a press button. Got it, okay. Vernon, hello! Alright, so... I know that the contradiction here is that, she said that the painting was hanging up when the crime took place, and that she took the painting down after the robber went upstairs, rather. So I would say that this is most likely the thing to present. Nope, music didn't stop. That's consistent, at least. Made by that same shot, right? So this is definitely where the contradiction is. It's just a matter of which piece of evidence is the one that I need to use here. It's either that the pistol was not fired, or it's this because she said the painting was hanging up and she took it down after the robber went upstairs. How long will it take before Alistair starts save scumming? Oh, you know, when I get down to, like, the last point. Maybe just this one. Nope. Or no, if I was gonna present the gun, it should have been the last statement. All right, well, the penalties are pretty small so far. Okay, maybe this one. No. Oh, wait. Yes. Wait. Maybe? The music didn't stop, but this isn't generic, because reasons. How could he have fired a shot if the analysis doesn't show that one happened? I don't know. I'm just telling you what I saw. She really did see a shot fired. So I'll have to find something else I can object to. Okay, okay. So, right track at least. So... Oh, right. Yeah, I was barking up the wrong tree entirely. I completely forgot about this piece. There we go. I messed that one up so bad. I was like, nah, I was like barking up the wrong tree entirely because like I was so focused on the thing she said before because I realized, wait a minute. You can't say that the painting was hanging up when the robbery took place and the bullet hole showed up behind the painting. The painting was hanging up. Well, oh no, that doesn't necessarily contradict anything because if we haven't found the painting, we don't know if there's a bullet hole in the painting. Duh. Start to realize the answer was staring you right in the face. God, it reminds me of, God, there was one part in Miles Edgeworth, where I felt really stupid. It was like somewhere in the final case, and it was like, oh, someone confused this object for a guitar pick. And I just, like, I saved scum through, like, my entire evidence bank at that point, because I'm like, what, guitar pick? What the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean you confused it with a guitar pick? And then I, like, finally choose the thing, and then I realize immediately, oh, yeah, that is kind of shaped like a guitar pick, isn't it? Oopsies. I don't even remember what it was. It was, like, some, like, piece of, like, a lotus symbol thing, I think? God, y'all remember, like, the final, interrogation in Miles Edgeworth 1? Where it just goes on and on and on, and this man pulls out more and more diplomatic immunity bullshit over and over and over. Yeah, I remember that. I remember someone even made a song about that one. So there's like an older song called "I Can't Beat Airman" about like Mega Man because they can't beat Airman's stage, and then this was a parody called "I Can't Beat Tree Man." If you've been paying attention to the trial, prosecution just presented an analysis of the mark in the wall, which proves the hole was made at least 12 hours before the incident. Unless they're gonna pull, like, okay, here's what they could do. They could pull some Robin Hood arrow-splitting bullshit and say, oh, the gun was fired and it just struck the exact same hole. And the bullet just, like, perfectly just, like, went into the exact same hole. Excellent work, dear Cross. Perhaps you've chosen the wrong path in life. Prosecuting seems to be your talent. Don't listen to him, Conrad. We just proved our own argument is flawed. Right, but we're getting to the truth. Ms. Towers, can you explain to the court why you misled us? I didn't mean to. I just assumed. So you're saying you don't know what caused that hole? The shot, I didn't see where he pointed the gun. And so the truth comes out. Speculation is unhealthy, madam. This doesn't make sense. How was she so confident before? I do hope you have a good explanation. I can't... Ms. Towers, you will tell the truth this instant, or you will be charged with perjury. I'm changing her voice. Now she sounds like this, because she really seems like a really high on her horse sort of counselor. She looks like the kind of person that just looks down her nose at everyone. Don't make him change back again, he'll get confused. BOP2, Conrad is like on a different side of the bench every time. In fact, one of the cases, Conrad is the judge.
Order! Order! Counselor! There's no need to threaten the witness.
Petty criminals deserve no sympathy. Who's on trial here? I refuse to testify. I plead the fifth. A pity. Abort mission. We have a problem. Order 12, ready to serve. This is bad. She definitely knows more. No. Conrad. All you gotta do is you gotta play a rhythm game while she just shouts at you, and then like you throw like one piece of evidence at her at the very end. We can't let her leave. Miss Towers, please remain calm. No one is going to blame you for being scared. We can put you in police custody until the culprit is found. Actually, the culprit is already found. No, that's not it. I just... Conrad, that's it. We can force her to testify. But we have an important weapon, Conrad. We show it to the court, we can get her to tell the truth. A weapon? All right, hang on. I'm willing to bet that this is, let me see. We're talking about here. Truth. Right, so we're asking her about the bullet hole, right? So. Cooperative about matters unrelated to the crime. Well, I'm assuming that this is what we're talking about here, right? But is this matter really unrelated to the crime? This book you gave me. Yep. Ms. Towers, while you may refuse to testify on matters that could potentially implicate you in this crime, you can't refuse to testify about unrelated events. Quit thinking, Sir Cross. Now she won't get away. But wait, isn't the hole related to this case? Not quite. Conrad, if you'll explain. I mean, do we just present this again? Because again, 12 hours before the robbery? So it has nothing to do with the robbery. This analysis that was just discussed should clear things up. Excellent job, Cross. As the court can see, this analysis proves the mark was made at least 12 hours prior to the crime. Clearly, it couldn't have been made during the robbery. I'd hardly call that related. She pled the fifth, and she can't deny anything. What? Where? Oh, no. Oh god, what was the voice I gave this guy? I gave him like one of Film Cow's voices, right? Oh god. What was the I'm trying to remember Film Cow's videos so I can remember the voice that he does that I gave to Dare. It was me. You? What are you doing on the witness stand? I thought your analysis was a little interesting, so I ran a few checks myself. You went to the crime scene? I went yesterday. Preemptive strike. Heh. All right, wait, no, I'm failing to remember here. Hang on. No, I'm definitely not good at doing the right voice. Hang on. By the way, at some point, like when I'm playing, like someone remind me the next time I'm playing Breath of the Wild, or not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and there's not much going on, that I need to go on a rant about how good Film Cow has been recently. Like Film Cow's recent stuff is just so good. Oh, did I give him the Ghost House guy voice?
Day one, in the ghost house. I saw a spooky ghost over by the piano. I said, hey, get out of here, ghost. It just looked at me with its stupid ghost face and go.
Yeah, I think that's the voice I gave him. I think that's the voice I gave him. I went yesterday. Preemptive strike. There seems to be getting on Thorn's nerves. Or no, wait, there's a much easier way to do this. I can just look up my own video. Sorry, I like to keep voices consistent, and I was very happy with the voice I gave him. Shit, with just the pieces of he is new to this country. I'm figuring throats. I don't understand how this. Hang on. You're gonna hear. Oh wait. Here we go. I mean, look. Damn step. Just word to say, don't make fun of me. Poor lad fell from there, landed in the courtyard. You think he was pushed? That's right. Why do you think that? It happened around the same time as the bank robbery. Not to mention, the window up there is broken. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I gave him not the film cow voice. Who did I give a film cow voice? Oh, I think I gave the defendant the film cow voice. Watching Alistair. Watch Alistair. Air seems to be getting on Thorne's nerves. So you have new information for us? That's right. Turns out your analysis team assumed the mark was a bullet hole. That's why they got the time wrong. The time wrong? Whoa, slow down there. No need to get all worked up. I have the proof right here. The mark was made by a spear? Yeah, when he said it wasn't a bullet hole, I figured as much.
Prince Thorne, what is the meaning of this? I thought your analysis was correct.
It was. He's taking it really hard. Yeah, maybe his ego got hurt. I apologize to the court. Information is now corrected. Double Done did it! Double Dare to the rescue! Detective, you've had this information since yesterday? Why did you wait until right now to show it to the court? I would have shown the court earlier, but Prince Arrogant here didn't bring me to the stand earlier. That's right. Normally the prosecution has a detective explain the case. Thank you, detective. You may step down now. Double Done saved the day! Hey! So the mark was made by a spear. Wait a minute. This analysis has no time estimate. Yes, it appears that we cannot determine the time at all now.
Ms. Towers, do you know anything about this?
I didn't... Your Honor, I think I know what made the mark in question. This spear was found outside the crime scene. It was most likely the item that caused the mark.
But where did it come from?
An empty spear rack hanging in the side room. We can assume it was on display there. But how did it end up outside? Sir!
Sir, we found the painting, sir!
Painting that was hidden by Ms. Towers? Huh? No bullet? Oh, wait. Hang on. Is that a bullet hole? Right there. Is that a bullet hole? No. It's still intact, no distinguishing marks. Okay. Hold up. I can testify.
Witness, you have new information?
Yes, please let me testify. I remember clearly now. There was a shot fired, I swear. But I didn't see where it went. Maybe it was fired outside or somewhere hard to find. However, after that, while I was in the vault, I saw the culprit leaving through the front entrance holding the spear. Now that's not true. So maybe it was outside because the culprit carried it out? I saw all that from the vault. Oh, Ms. Towers! I don't recall any other bullet hole at the scene. I'll have to assume that is possible. Was possible. We missed something. You might want to... Hey, Rob! Was possible? It's fine. It's fine. I just... I saw nothing. Yeah. No. No problems at all. I should focus my attack on the second half of her testimony. So you saw the culprit holding the spear. Yes, you must have grabbed it from the side room. Let's see how you fare, Sir Cross.
Please begin the cross-examination.
Yeah, Conrad, begin the... Thank you for pointing out the obvious joke, Chloe. Oh, that was the perfect sound effect. Hey, it wouldn't be a game that's you know, it wouldn't have the heart of an Ace Attorney game if it didn't have some real stupid puns. Remember, the Miles Edgeworth game had a victim named Dead Man. That is a bar that you simply cannot sink below. That bar is on bedrock. You can't even dig underneath it. Now. That ain't right at all. Nothing will stop the names in Spirit of Justice, the most convoluted name puns that wrap around to being hilarious. Oh my god, yes. The man whose name is just literally like, what was it? What was it? How could this name be any more pompous or ridiculous than it already is? That was just his name. But it was how, oh god, I'm looking it up because I need to see how it was spelled. Spirit of Justice. How could this name? Yeah, hang on. Let me see. Yeah, his name was, so I'm gonna leave out the first and last name just to avoid spoilers and such, but this was the middle of his name. How could Disnam be any longer or more pompous than it already is? His full Japanese name, Raruban Gijiru Hofu Daran Madara Vira Yashima Jakutieru Sansei. Maybe a reference to Jugamo Rakugo, in which boy is given an absurdly long name. Oh, I think I know what this is. Wait, hang on. A couple could no longer think of a suitable name for their newborn son. The father went to a local temple and asked the chief priest to think of an auspicious name. The priest suggested Jugamu and several other names. The father could not decide which name he preferred, and therefore gave his baby all the names. His full name is Jugamu Goku no Tsukiri Kairashigo no Sugyomatsu Uranatsumu Furumatsu Kuner. You gotta say it like really, really fast. They did like a, I don't know if it was like an abridged, I think it was like an abridged joke of like Full Metal Alchemist, where it was like I think it was Wrath telling Edward what his full name is. Let me see if I can like just look up the audio. Long name.
本当の名は何というジュゲムジュゲム五行のすり切れカイジャリ水魚の水魚松雲来松風来松クーネルところに住むところやぶら工事のブラ工事パイポの修輪岩のグーリンダイのポンポコピーポンポコナーの超救命の長介
That's the name. There you go. It's funnier if you can say it really fast. That's one of those abilities I'd really like to have at some point, like you know, doing all the fast bits of all those like, you know, really fast rap songs, you know, like I can do the but the fact is everybody's gotta have it. Those who have it really have it. If you haven't, well, you've had and couldn't hack it. Now the haven't have it had, and then the has are very glad. It's just the haven't that are lacking what they're having. Part of ad infinitum. I can do most of ad infinitum, which reminds me, oh right, I need to check something. I keep forgetting to check something, and I'm gonna do it now before I forget again. I'm derailing stream once more. Mark that off on your bingo sheets. To check something. Let me see if that finished uploading. I think this should be... No, wait, no, that's not it. Is this it? July 6th. Yeah, I think this is... Yeah, it is. Okay. I need to remember to post this link in the Discord because since I couldn't post the karaoke stream on YouTube without risking like some heavy DMCA shit, I'm gonna keep it on Google Drive and I'm gonna post the link in the Discord. So if anyone missed the karaoke stream and would like to check it out, that'll be there. Ad Infinitum was one of the songs that I did. Someone also asked me to do like the fast bit of Rap God, which I kind of managed to do. A little bit of flubbing, but you know, I did most of it. You claim to have seen the culprit leave the bank. Oh, hang on. Yet that is impossible. No security camera footage was found for the culprit leaving. Ugh! Tell the truth. What did you really see? Wait, let me testify again. The witness has lied several times to this court. Her testimony is clearly untrustworthy.
It is rather strange that her testimony contains so many contradictions.
Your Honor, if you'll let me cross-examine her one more time, I'm confident we can get the truth. We're so close now.
I have seen some impressive examination skills from you in the past. I will allow it. Objection overruled. This is your last chance, witness. No more lies.
I'm sorry, everyone. It's just hard to remember. Please continue your testimony to the court. Let's see. You're right. I'm sorry. He didn't leave through the front, rather just went upstairs. When I was in the vault, I saw him come out of the side room holding the spear, but I didn't catch all of his actions. I didn't see it exactly, but I'm sure that he stabbed the wall with that spear. That can explain the hole that was found. After that must be when he took the spear upstairs. I have no clue how it ended up outside. So you didn't see everything the culprit did while you were in the vault. I missed a few things, but I can use logic too, right? My interpretation explains everything. Can the hole really be explained by that timeline of events? It does seem to be the only reasonable explanation. But there's still something that doesn't sit right with it. Right, catch all of his actions. Right, so here's the thing. Let me check this. On the side room, still intact, no distinguishing marks. She claimed that she took this out. Let me see. By a spear and could have been made at any time. So she claimed this was hanging up and she didn't take it down until after the robber went upstairs. So if there's no marks on this painting, I think this is it. Yeah! So you're assuming the hole was made by the culprit before he went upstairs? Yes. Doesn't it make sense? No, it doesn't. You of all people should know that something was on the wall. Something that would have been covering the spot where the hole was located. Namely, this painting. This painting really was hanging until after the incident. It would have been punctured by the spear. Yet the painting currently has no such mark. But your order was ready! You have lied too many times to this court. You will be charged with perjury immediately. I understand. 1 second, Prosecutor Thorne. Before we dismiss the witness, we should hear the truth. I promise to tell you everything. Speak now or forever be held in contempt. This is it. We've cornered her. Come on! I made the hole in the wall. What? I was practicing my fighting skills. The side room was right there with all the cool stuff. Come again? It's really boring at the front desk. So sometimes I swing the spear around. So that's what she was hiding the whole time? My boss finds out, I'll be fired. And so you put up the painting to hide the mark. Yes, It happened a few months ago. Seems like a reasonable story to me. Does seem to fit her personality, in all honesty. We'll find out soon enough if the facts fit. You may dismiss the witness. I'm sorry. So that explains one thing. She still claimed to hear a gunshot. Evidence, dear Cross, evidence! Testimony alone cannot prove a thing in court. Yeah, we don't have any proof that there was a gunshot fired at this point, so... Right, that's what he's asking for. Or, oh no, I think he's looking for or something to, like, prove the spear hole. Either way, good enough. Perhaps we should settle this with a duel. You do remember that ancient custom, right? A duel? Could he mean... Conrad, you don't even have a sword! I don't need one. No, I don't think he means that duel. I think he's talking about a logic duel. Sounds like a game. Is that what court is to you, Conrad? It's more than a game. Arguments are key to finding the truth. No, the red herring. Back to the drawing board. Thorn, I accept your challenge. I don't have much else to go on. If I can somehow prove the gun they found was not the weapon used, it'll be a huge advantage to our case. Splendid, splendid. Your Majesty, please prepare the courtroom.
Yes, it's been some time since we've done this, but... Are the counsel is prepared?
I look forward to the defense's demise.
Just like the good old days of law. Please proceed. Very well. The court will maintain silence. Defense and prosecution will argue until the matter is settled.
Good luck, Conrad. Only have one shot at this. I must not fail. First try, baby.
Duel!
Oh! Oh, hang on. We going Super Saiyan? Oh, yo? All right. Sure. In a duel, the goal is to crush the opponent's argument. I'll be faced with a series of rapid questions. If I make a mistake, I'll be penalized. There was no shot fired during the robbery. The gun found on the 9th floor is the one that was used in the lobby. Counter the opposing arguments with smart remarks. Should take my time to consider the options available to me. A correct response should lead to victory. Well, I'm waiting, Sir Cross. What will be the events that occurred before the murder? To throw suspicion on the prosecution's evidence and prove that my client was not the one who robbed the bank. This security footage shows that the culprit was holding a weapon. Furthermore, the gun is the same model as the one found at the scene. How could a shot have been fired if an analysis showed the gun found was not used? There's a similar gun that wasn't found. There's really only one scenario where my argument works. Perhaps our investigation missed something. Namely, a separate gun that was identical to the one we found. We searched everywhere. The item was not at the scene. Not so fast. Not so fast! This wouldn't be the first time we missed something. We missed this before. No, we didn't. Oh. Oh, the mark analysis. Whoops. Wrong one. There we go. Your analysis of the mark in the wall was incorrect. You missed the fact that it was made by a spear, which begs the question, how many other things did we miss? That's it. I need to keep the pressure on him. But how likely? The likelihood doesn't matter. As long as the possibility exists, we cannot hand out a verdict. I've already discussed how the culprit in this footage could not have left through the front exit. How exactly did the robber leave the bank? The back entrance exists on the same floor. No security cameras installed on that side. Aha! Which brings me to my next point. Only bank employees know about the back entrance. How do you know that? I've questioned a few of the employees. Back entrance is not commonly used. It leads to a narrow alley. But the point is, the suspect admitted to working at the bank. I suppose he did. Do we have other bank employee suspects? I mean, Ray Towers, probably not Ray Towers. Worked at Bank of Prosperity and died from falling. I mean, if Bill Ground turned out to be our robber, which is looking like the most likely out of the options we have, there are others that could have committed the crime. Others? We should also be suspecting other employees of the bank. The back entrance was merely one aspect of my argument. The culprit was definitely the defendant. Take, for example, the discarded bag. Oh, he's deflecting! It belonged to the bank itself. This was carried in by the culprit. That means the culprit had access to this bag before the crime. Yeah, I can't. The bag isn't visible here. He's not carrying a bag. Well, he might have it in his other arm. It's discarded bag. It belonged to the bank itself. See that, kids? Real rogues hedge their bets. Yeah, exactly. I don't think I can deny that, but that helps my case of that, it might be, one of the other employees. Isn't it possible that those bags were stolen by someone else? I'm not finished yet. Only the defendant had access to this bag. What? This type of bag was only used internally in the first floor vault. Smuggling them out would be no easy task. Luckily, our suspect's job is to manage money. A task that requires him to enter the vault. Oh, no! What say you, Knight of Justice? Well, what I would have said in this case was that this was one of the bags that was stolen from inside the vault. If these were used inside the vault, then maybe when the robber took stuff, he dropped it after he emptied all the money out. Consolidate all the money into a single bag, something like that. Others could have entered the vault. Isn't it possible other employees could enter the vault? Uh-oh. What?
Wait, what's with all this fire?
Oh, did I? Yeah, I think you're the one that I gave the film cow voice, right?
Wait, what's with all this fire?
And I have something to say. You do not interrupt. But someone else normally enters the vault. Someone who could have easily stolen the bags. Who is this person? It was Mr. Ground. Oh, why you? Aha. Have this bag searched for fingerprints immediately. Results confirm my theory. Bill Ground's fingerprints were found on this bag. That was fast. Damn. That was really fast. He just, hey, check this for fingerprints. I have the results. were not stolen by the defendant. They were stolen by the victim. But the victim had no motive to commit such a deed. Mr. Bridges, were you at the bank the day of the incident?
Yes, I was.
Justice system is incredible, isn't it? Yeah, I think the most impressive thing is that they managed to pull fingerprints off of a burlap sack. Cloth does not really hold fingerprints. Otherwise you'd be able to you'd be able to like check the insides of like gloves for fingerprints. Like, because I mean it's cloth, and like the thing that they're checking for fingerprints is the oily residue left behind by your fingers, because your actual like grooves on your finger create little like wells and, you know, little hills and ridges. So when you push your finger down, it shows the high points of all those little ridges, which on a piece of cloth, very hard to pull off. Very easy on like flat, hard surfaces though. That's correct.
He was doing his job early in the morning like usual.
Have the security footage checked. We must know his movements.
Oh, drink water, drink
Riley,
water, drink
hello.
water, bitch. Oh, drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch.
And if the gloves are worn for long enough, it also depends on the type of glove. Like, I don't think, like, if you were wearing like silk gloves, I don't think you're pulling anything off of those. Maybe, well, no, not even leather gloves, because leather gloves usually have kind of like a felt lining on the inside, or something like to that effect normally, like a cloth lining. Like, if you had a piece of solid leather, you might be able to pull fingerprints off that. You know, because it's harder, it's flatter, it doesn't have like all of the little like ridges and fibers that you'd get off of you know, a piece of cloth. Been here since the start of stream, just able to talk during MLP intermission. Oh yeah, that's right. Y'all are watching more Friendship is Magic and Sid's server, aren't you? I thought about joining in for that. I remember years and years and years ago, like when My Little Pony was fairly fresh, like when season 2 was fresh, which I think I was in high school at the time. I watched like the first 5 or so episodes, I think, and I enjoyed it. It was good. I just never really watched beyond that, you know. I guess it didn't grab me enough to like keep watching more. Maybe I will at some point, you know, because I did enjoy what I watched. Because like I watched, you know, there's like, what was it, the long like prologue with you know, Nightmare Moon. I remember there was the episode with Gilda. There was the episode with Trixie, the Great and Powerful. Oh god, what were the other 2 episodes though? I don't really remember. Gilda and Trixie stood out to me though, because those were characters that I had seen like a lot of like fan art of, like floating around. And I actually have a friend who cosplayed Trixie for one of the cosplay shows that I do every year. And it was fantastic. It was one of my favorite like show. I think it was like, is that my first show or was that my second show? I want to say it was my second show, but it was like it was like my favorite fight that year, because it was Trixie the Great and Powerful versus Joseph Joestar, and it was old Joseph, so it was, you know, Hermit Purple Joseph. So that was just really funny. And I appreciated the fact that I got all of the jokes. There is a record of him entering the building at 8 a.m., but no record of him leaving. That's That's easily explained. The victim simply had to use the aforementioned back entrance to leave. Once outside, the bags wound up in the hands of the true culprit.
died after the robbery at 11:30. You're saying that Ground left the building, dropped the bags, then re-entered through the back door? Oh, I guess I had to be on the 9th floor at 11:30. Yes. That is just a ridiculously complicated set of movements. Not to mention, that path would be impossible. What? Forgive me for not mentioning this earlier. The back door was locked from the outside. But is that true? Yes, it's true. But that means the victim had to be in the building after the robbery. Therefore, he could not have been the one who stole the bags. Not good. I don't have much to counter with. Wait, hang on. Let me check this one more time real quick. If the bank, he was, and Ground was present as well. Early in the morning like usual. There's a record of him entering the building at 8 a.m., but no record of him leaving. Well, he could have just come back through the front in his, like, little robber disguise. But what we really need to do is we need to see if there's any security footage of Bridges entering the building, right? That would be really important to have. If we can check for, like, any evidence of Bridges entering, then we can clear him and prove that he's not the robber, or at least throw a lot of doubt on the fact that he's the robber, since we would now have two people who entered the building, but were not shown leaving the building. In times like these, I should sit for a moment and think. There are several routes of attack I can take. I can either try to show how Ground moved the bags outside, to show how Ground entered the building after leaving. This one. I will explain how the victim was able to enter the building after stealing the bags and leaving through the back. Remember that he was not found on the security footage. Right, this is how he did it. He wore a disguise. He was disguised as someone else. That allowed him to enter the front entrance without being recognized. A disguise! That's right. He does appear in the footage somewhere. But we never identified him correctly. Is there anyone suspicious in the security records? And why would he do that? Wait a minute. There's only one reason why. Well, have you given up, Sir Cross? My initial idea has brought me down this new path. But what could it mean? I have no choice but to say it. I've been thinking about why Ground would steal the bags. There's really only one reason. You believe Mr. Ground was working with the culprit? Prosecutor Thorne, I can identify the culprit. The culprit we've been searching for this whole time is... Yeah! I'm sorry it had to come to this. The culprit of the bank robbery we've been chasing after is the victim of the murder, Bill Ground. Let me explain it like this. First, sometime after 8 a.m., Ground stole the bags. Then he left through the back entrance. He had to do this so no one would see him leaving with the bags. At 11:30, he re-entered the building as the robber. He carried the same bags with him through the front door. As we've already established, the culprit went upstairs. This is impossible. You said it yourself, Thorne. You said the culprit was an employee of the bank. Need I remind you that Mr. Ground worked there as well? But how do you explain the spear? Spear? Recall that the spear ended up outside the building after the culprit carried it upstairs. Think about it, Thorne. The answer's obvious. He could have thrown it. He could have carried it. The door's locked from the outside. Couldn't anyone outside open the... Couldn't anyone outside open the door? Oh, no, okay, I think... No, I see. Yeah. I think it's just a... Yeah, I think it was just
said in the wrong way. Locked from... When they say locked from the outside, they mean from the outside, it's locked, you can't get in. I think that's what's meant. Which would... I believe the proper wording would be it's locked from the inside. So let's see. Well, I wanted to say he carried it out, but like I would mean like, you know, he carried it out when he was pushed through the window. Could be the witness. Oh yeah. The witness lied about the spear. We can probably safely assume that. Clearly there was no way for the spear to end up outside, so the witness's testimony is false. Cross, that was your witness. Furthermore, you cross-examined her several times. Not to mention, the spear really was found outside. Okay, well that's not what I meant. I meant that he didn't take the spear. It wound up outside some other way. Okay, we'll say he threw the spear. Most likely he yeeted it at some point, or he was holding it when he was shoved out the window. We know the culprit carried the spear upstairs, but recall the state of the 9th floor. The window had been shattered. Correct. Isn't it possible that the spear was what was used to shatter the window? Ah, that would explain why the culprit took the spear in the first place. Exactly. And he threw it outside from the 9th floor. But wouldn't there be better objects to use for breaking the window? Take a look at the back end of the spear. That ornament on the end would be heavy enough to do the job. The pistol bore the fingerprints. As I mentioned before, that pistol is unrelated. We must investigate the crime scene again to find the true weapon. Ah! But if there was a shot fired, where's the bullet mark? It's already been shown that we could have missed things at the scene. We cannot rule a verdict while there are still unanswered questions. My client is innocent. The true culprit of the bank robbery was Bill Ground. Well? What's funny? You may be able to explain the robbery with a new suspect, but the fact is, your suspect was killed. Ground was pushed from the 9th floor after the robbery. That much still remains. But the defendant has already admitted to being at the bank during this event. Sorry. Even if the defendant was not the true culprit in the robbery, he's still the likeliest suspect in the murder.
That's quite enough. It's clear the defense and prosecution can't come to a consensus.
This bickering bores me greatly.
There are too many questions and not enough evidence. Thus, we have to come to the decision to extend this trial in order to allow for additional investigation.
Very well. If His Majesty requires it. Extend the trial? Conrad? Judge has the power to postpone the trial for various reasons. We'll have an additional day to investigate. The court will resume tomorrow. Tomorrow? That's not nearly enough time. Courts are moving faster than ever. That's just how it works now. That's not fair. Before he was hospitalized, my mentor warned me about the law. It's constantly evolving, never set in stone. It shouldn't be like this, but it is. I shall look forward to our next meeting, Sir Cross.
Trial postponed. Use this additional time wisely. Court adjourned.
It's never good when a prosecutor laughs. Oh god, yeah, especially what's her name from Miles Edgeworth? The PWWWWW girl, which is a really interesting way of phonetically spelling out someone's stifling laughter. Cause like she spells it like, oh, hang on, look over here. She spells it like. She spells it like that, which is not how I would spell someone going. Yeah, I would use I would do like I would go like that or like that. But the W's, that's an interesting choice. I almost respect it. Well, that got us nowhere. At least we didn't get a guilty verdict. Well, our odds of getting one tomorrow are looking greater by the minute. She's having a stroke called abundulance. God, I love that video. Hi, Zeal. Welcome on in. It's hard to say. He certainly had the ability to commit the crime. Whoa! Go Cross! Nice job out there, Chloe. Detective Dare? Thought you were on Thorn's side. With the way he double dismissed my investigation, not a chance. There's no sides in finding the truth. Oh, lighten up, Conrad. The detective saved our case in there. I guess so. Thanks for that analysis. Don't mention it, man. It would have gotten to you sooner if the prince had just let me do my job. Seems to be some tension between Dare and Thorn. Maybe I should leave the topic alone for now. Has there been any headway in the investigation? Well, we wrapped up the scene on the 9th floor. Didn't find anything double definitive, though. Will we be able to investigate the 9th floor, then? Yep, ready for action. Just head on down to the bank when you're ready. Yay! Let's get to it, Conrad. Perhaps Chloe's right. Maybe I should lighten up. Okay, let's go. Then again, maybe not. Well, I'll see you down at the crime scene. Double Dare away! I don't know if there's a whole Reddit about that sort of post, but that one is still king. Yeah. God, I need to hear the audio again. Now that you've activated the brainworms, I need to hear oh God, which of the two funny men was it? Was it oh God, was it, hang on, was it Gabriel or was it the other guy? Hang on. Call. Which one was it? No, okay, it was Luke. It was Luke.
The Bond's name. James' name.
Please to... what?
Bond name's the James.
Are you alright?
Bames Non's having a stroke. Call a bondulance.
I love that one. Yeah, it wasn't that one wasn't Gianni. That was Luke. That was probably the most normal conversation we've had with him. All right, what's on our to-do list today? First, we should visit the crime scene again. The 9th floor is opened up, so let's see if we can get any new information. But Dare just said he didn't find anything. It won't hurt us to check for ourselves. Considering all the evidence they missed yesterday, we should at least look. I guess that's true. What else do we need to do? For that, we should visit Bridges again at the detention center. There's a lot he didn't tell us about the crime. We should press him for details. Lastly, I need to meet with an old friend. Old friend? You mean the one you talked to over the phone? Yes. You should be able to give us some more information about the bank. Bridges is being questioned right now, and I haven't gotten a call from my friend. So it looks like we should start by going to the 9th floor of the Bank of Prosperity. Okay, let's get to it. Team Jury Duty to the rescue! I wonder how many more creative team names she has ready. Right then. And away we go. Same as yesterday. There's investigation, just moved to the 9th floor. Go up to the 9th floor? Yeah, let's go. This is the 9th floor. Hey! If it isn't the double duo, Cross and Chloe. Detective Dare, give us the rundown. Can do. What a cheerful atmosphere. A murder was committed up here. Way to kill the mood. That window over there was broken by the culprit. Watch your step. So this is where the victim fell from. What was Mr. Ground doing up here? Ground handles security systems. I'm sure he works all over this building. But under your theory, he had just robbed the place. Can't understand why we would go up here after a robbery. Make more sense for him to make his escape. Maybe your theory is doubly wrong. Even in that case, we know he fell from here at 11:30. That's right, Chloe witnessed it herself at that time. She seems a little disturbed by it. Better change the subject. We're going to look around for a bit. All right, just talk to me if you want to go downstairs. We should start by inspecting everything in this room. Looks like Towers is here too. We should talk to her as well. Remember, Conrad, positive thoughts. Lighten up a little. Right. This again. Better play along. Oh, wait. Detach the camera. Yes. What can I find? It's time to fly around. Okay, let's see. Is there anything in any of these buildings? It wouldn't surprise me if I like accidentally stumble across another crime scene flying around. Because I mean, like, if you used the same, like, you know, city background for some of the other crimes, some of these buildings. The secrets behind the bank? Oh, let me see. Oh God, where? Which one was the? Oh, wait! What's this? Sorry, she says. There's actually a door here that would be pointless to render. Oh wait, she says like boundary break. Oh, that's good. That's really good. That's really funny. I hope this does get covered in Boundary Break one day. That would be great. What? Ah, what the fuck? What's this doing here? What the fuck? Wait, what do you mean, what the heck? You made the game! What? Don't ask me! You tell me why that's there, Rob! Oh, God. Alright. Wait, hang on. Hang on. Oh my God. All right, there's gotta be something else here. I feel it in my bones. One of the other cases, crime scenes, is around here. I feel it. I believe it. Well, I will say this: the city like skyline goes like pretty far. I'm taking this thing as far as I can. I'm checking every building. The car is just taking a nap. Actually, wait. I wonder if I can find. It's like this kind of looks like the shot of the office building from. Oh, maybe it's just the same asset, but it looks like the. I think that looks like the same office building that they used for the first case. Let me see. I think we've hit the edge of the map here. Oh, that's really great. All right, let me check the other direction real quick. Hey, there's something over here. Silver inside activated. There's no other crimes here. If there was, it'd just be deactivated for now. Fair. Whatever you say, Chloe. Let's go. That's the spirit. Let's do this. Go team. still like... Oh, I can still detach it like this, even like while I'm doing that. Okay. Here's one thing that I wanted to just check, like, real quick. Let's see. This is the... Oh! Oh, the lobby's unloaded. Okay, never mind. There's nothing in the lobby. I wanted to see if I could find, like, the other bullet hole, if that's actually down there. But the lobby isn't fully loaded right now. Use them too hard to hide everything not pertaining to the scene. Yeah. You can see certain familiar buildings in the background to ground your position in the city. Oh, neat, neat. Miss Towers, thank you for your testimony yesterday. Oh, it was nothing. I know Thor gave you a hard time. I'm sorry. Hey, it's all right. He was just doing his job. About your testimony, I'm still confused on what made the hole in the lobby. Well, you see, serving quality checking accounts gets boring. That's why I pretend to be a samurai warrior. Oh my god, she's a weeb! One day, I took it a little too far. Didn't want my boss to know, so I put up a painting to hide the mark. It's been hard telling the truth, but I'm glad you did. It's actually something else I wanted to talk about. Do you remember anything suspicious happening before the robbery? Suspicious? Nope, nothing strange. Did you see Bridges before 11:30 a.m.? Yes, I did. He was in the lobby with me until 11 a.m. That's when he came here to the 9th floor, right? That's right. Actually, I have a written testimony that explains all of this. My lawyer and I prepared it this morning. Thanks, this could prove useful. You've been a real help, Ms. Towers. Always happy to treat a customer well. See you around. Boy, sure is boring around here. I wonder what Ganon's up to. Welcome on in, Phoenix. How's it going? How you doing? Now, testimony now. Let's see. The receptionist's desk was actually left by Towers when she stabbed it with a spear long before the crime. In essence, it is unrelated. Painting was moved so she could frame her accident on the culprit. Towers saw Bridges move upstairs around 11 a.m. after he was done working in the vault. Oh, interesting. Let's see, what else we got around here? Oh! He's staring at the wall. All right. Give me the funny. You found anything interesting, officer? What? No, I'm just hoping Double Dare doesn't see me here. These guys really don't like doing their jobs. She hasn't noticed. It's just been the same officer this whole time. I really like that. That is a really fun running joke. I think that's a really fun running joke. It's like it reminds me of the of how you like every Ace Attorney game has a step ladder joke in it. Like an argument about the difference between a ladder and a step ladder. Looks like someone spilled coffee. That's bad. They could have short-circuited a calculator or something. No one uses calculators anymore. We have computers. What? That's crazy. You can't do math on a computer. Chloe. What year was she born in? He's Blair Witching. I've never actually seen Blair Witch, by the way. All right. Hang on. So, moment of truth. Save. Moment of truth. Can I? Nope. Invisible wall. I mean, I figured there would be, but also would have been really funny. Careful, Conrad, that window is broken. Oh, it's okay, Chloe. There's a force field around it. Yeah, I can see all the way down. Let's try not to fall. Make sure no one pushes you from behind. So if our theory was correct, the window was struck with the spear. The back end, to be exact. So you're sure that you saw the victim fall from this window? Sure, I'm sure. How could I forget something like that? Doesn't look like there's any disputing the fact that this was the crime scene. Hopefully they fix up this window before someone falls. Damn, that is really thick glass, too. That is like... Christ, that's at least a foot thick. Man must be fucking Hercules to throw a spear through that. Must be like really shit quality glass. Like the military grade glass, yeah. Either that or it's like the really really poor quality glass, like the like the bad glass from the one episode of Squid Game. Like you stepped on the glass, you just fall through. By the way, it's something like a strategy that I would have thought of, and why I am built different and would have survived the Squid Game. For the glass panel challenge in Squid Game, so it's like 2 rows of glass panels that are really close to one another, supported by metal beams that can obviously support human weight. What you do is you run across really quickly, being careful to keep your feet on top of the actual like railing that the glass is mounted on. That way all your weight is on the railing and not on the glass, because the reason the glass breaks is because you're putting weight on like the middle of the glass, which causes it to flex and then crack under the weight, as it kind of, well, if it were flexible it would have folded, but since it's glass it shatters. So if your weight is in the middle of the glass, it tries to fold, can't, shatters, you fall to your death. If your weight is on the part of the glass that is on top of the railing, that won't happen. All your weight is now supported by the railing, and the glass is not being forced to try and flex or support your weight. So you just run across like that, like 1 foot on like each of the middle railings. So you're just kind of alternating glass panes. You wouldn't fall. You would make it across. You'd probably want to do it quickly, just because the railings are still kind of thin and you don't want to risk putting like weight on one of those panes for too long. But it could work. I think it could work. There's not even any stairs modeled out there. Ah, shit. You're right. There aren't. It's just the car crash. Alright, so we investigated the coffee. Oh god, I should have been paying more attention when it did like all the freeze frames. So there's obviously like the glass window. There's the coffee. Oh, yeah. Computer. It's a computer. I know those. They do magic number things. I'm more into books, okay? I can feel you judging. I don't know what a computer is in this day and age. That probably means you haven't been reading enough. Doesn't seem like you can get any information from this computer. Yeah, it looks broken. No, the monitor is just off. Let's keep looking. Must be something else around here. I'm willing to bet. Unless this is everything up here. Have we actually added any evidence to the case yet? I mean, we got the written testimony, but I don't think we've gathered any other concrete evidence from here. At the very least, we know what time he came up here. The first time he was seen coming up here. Apparently, he was seen coming up here at 11 o'clock. It was, you said it was before the robbery, right? Around 11 a.m. after he was done working in the vaults. Yeah, that would have been before the robbery. So how do you get up here? Well, maybe you just didn't see him come back down. What do you think, friend of mine? Oh, okay. let's talk to Double Dare. Yeah. Yeah, so we went to the entrance of the bank. All right. Anything hidden in the potted plants? Maybe. Let me look around here again. That's okay. Can I take another look at the spear? Well, it's nice to see it up close in person at least. I don't think there's anything else down here for me. I feel like I probably missed something up there, right? Like it feels like I wasn't done up there. Yeah, can't get in a taxi, so power walk. Those unmodeled stairs were exhausting. Alright, there's definitely something I'm missing here. Something of some importance. Is there anything else I'm missing here? You're falling into the pattern. You're starting to throw double into things when you talk about Dare. Be careful of that. It's a cognito hazard. Oh! You were right about the potted plant. I should check this plant. Conrad, what could you possibly find in that plant? Never hurts to check. Dare said he checked every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. How could he have missed anything right in front of him? Checking anyways. Ah! What the? It's a gun? How about that, Shaman? You were right on the money. There's a pistol in this plant. Detective. Ah, what? How did I miss that? There's a pistol in this plant. There's a stamen too. It's a little botanical joke for you. It's a little horticulture joke for you. If anyone got that, congratulations. You're as big a nerd as I am. We got Zeal. We got them. Watch out, the plant is strapped. Suffer, Zeal. Yeah, how did you miss that? I'll get an analysis on this right away. What could this mean? I think we found our missing weapon. This must be the gun that was used during the robbery. This could prove that the other pistol was unrelated to the crime. Need more details. Looks like Dare is back. Detective, how on earth did you miss this? I totally knew it was there. I just didn't mention it. Oh, that's some bad detective work. Doesn't sound too sure of himself. This will probably anger Thorn. Of all the places to miss a key piece of evidence. Hey, I did my job the best I could. You keep telling yourself that, detective. Anyways, what did you find out from the analysis? The gun was fired, all right. Looks like you were right. And the fingerprints? We're still running the tests. There's one other thing, though. This gun was loaded with blanks. Ah, so that explains our missing bullet hole. Blanks, as in not real bullets? Yep, funny thing. That explains why we didn't find any bullet holes. So the round that Ms. Towers heard was a blank. We already know the mark on the wall was made by her spear accident. This explains a lot. Let's see if there's anything else to investigate. I think that's everything there is to do here. We should inspect the notice board to summarize what we've learned. Not mentally suffering for this joke. This feels really official. I like the notice board. Yeah, we're almost like real lawyers. So what did we learn? That Detective Dare missed something in literally the most obvious place? I heard that! And also that there's nothing else up here. That's right. There's nothing too interesting. It's hard to believe someone fell from a place like this. At least we got Towers' testimony. Yes, we learned that Bridges moved to the 9th floor on his own. Which reminds me, we should try speaking to him now. Oh yeah, they must be done questioning him. Let's go to the detention center and see if he's able to tell us anything. Right. Gotta talk to Dare. Oh, I'm doing the fucking Ocarina of Time owl thing. Did you want to hear that one more time? And away we go. Let's see. What do you get when you mix an owl with a bungee cord? Let me think about this one. Bungee cords are stretchy. They're elastic. They're like big rubber bands. Owls are avians. Birds, night owls, they're... Hoot. Ooh. My ass. That... Kung Pao? Wait, is that... Wait, when you say Kung Pao, does that mean it's from the movie Kung Pao? It's been a while since I've seen Kung Pao. Wait, which... Hang on, there's two, like, funny martial arts movies with similar names. I'm trying to remember which is which. Kung Pao, if I'm remembering correctly, is... Chosen One! I'm coming! Chosen One! I'm coming! And then there's oh god, there's another one. It's Kung Fury. That's it. Yeah. Kung Fury is the like the... Isn't it like a cop movie? Isn't it like a buddy cop movie? I think I've maybe seen Kung Fury like once in my life, but I've seen Kung Pao a few times. See. Oh, there he is. There's the man of the hour. Mr. Bridges, how are you doing? I'm all right. Don't worry, everything will be fine. You seem troubled by something. It's all right. Being accused of a crime is not easy. Yeah, don't you worry, Mr. Bridges. We believe in your innocence. And if I was guilty, would you still help? Of course we would, right, Conrad? But you're not guilty, right? I don't know anymore. My memories that day, they're not clear. You need to tell us the truth. If you want our help, we need to be on the same page. I understand. What do you remember from the day of the incident? I just finished working in the vault, so I went up to the 9th floor to enter some data in the computers. I don't remember much after that. Huh? I must have passed out. When I woke up, I saw the window had been shattered. Then the police showed up? Yes, they arrested me without hesitation. Why didn't you tell us any of this before? I'm sorry. I thought you wouldn't believe me. It's a defense attorney's job to believe in a client. It sounds like you were drugged. Do you remember eating or drinking anything before you passed out? Yeah, the coffee. I thought as much. Did you ever put it down somewhere or look away from it? Oh, I drank it all in one shot. Doesn't sound healthy. There's no way they could have drugged that cup. Was this before or after you worked in the vault? After. I was on my way to the 9th floor. Sounds extremely convenient. You sure that's what happened? The truth. Please believe me. Let's see. I haven't seen either in its entirety. My brother was watching them, so I only caught like half of it. Okay. You normally drink coffee in the morning. Yes, I pour it in the employee kitchen every day. This is an important clue. Huh? I don't understand. The cup itself didn't need to be poisoned directly. Coffee is made from a packed mixture of beans. That's right, the bank supplies mixture in the morning. Oh, someone could have drugged the mixture. Exactly. Without even touching the cup, the coffee was tampered with. It begs the question, who would be able to do this? Oh! Someone who knew that Bridges always gets coffee in the morning? Someone who had access to the mixture before 11:30. It all points to someone who was frequently at the bank. Yeah, we deduced the same thing in court today. Who else was at the bank that day? It was a slow day. Brown was there in the vault before I started working. Ms. Towers was also at the front desk. Is that all? Pretty much. I would have thought they were so short on staff. In a 9-story building? Yeah, that's not a lot of people for a 9-story building. Oh, I heard a few higher-ups were visiting that day. Executives? I'm assuming that's not a normal occurrence. Yeah, they don't normally take the time to see us. But I didn't see any myself. There isn't much to go on. You sure there's no one else? Ah, that security guard was there. Security guard? He watches the 1st floor every day. Why didn't anybody mention him before? Well, I barely notice him. He watches the back door sometimes. Did you see him after you worked in the vault? I can't remember. I don't think so. The security guard matches the description of our suspect. Someone who has no alibi before the crime. He could have been anywhere in the building at 11:30. Conrad, is this the true killer? Let's not jump to conclusions. We still have no motive. Let's keep investigating until we're sure. Been a big help, Mr. Bridges. It was nothing. I guess we're all done here? Hold up. Conrad, something's been bugging me. Isn't your slogan, everyone deserves defense? Where did you hear that? I read about it in this news article. This article? Looks like a book to me. I actually left the article somewhere else. The point is... Look, Conrad, Conrad, look. I'm just working with the assets that we got here, okay? We're trying not to, like, blow the budget on this game, all right? Look, we work within our limitations, all right? Shut up, Conrad! You don't sound too confident in Mr. Bridges' testimony. Don't you trust his word? It's got like a really like distinct charm to it. It is absolutely a charm point. There's a lot of soul in this game and you can really feel it. It's your obligation as an attorney to trust him. I know, but I just can't. Can't? I can't defend the guilty. I've spent too long putting criminals to justice. Letting them go would be not right. Huh? But even if someone is guilty, they deserve defense, right? What if they're proven innocent for a crime they really committed? I would have failed in my obligation to the justice system. That's not true. That's not true. What's that old proverb? That old saying? Tis better for what was it? Tis better to let 1,000 guilty men go free than to punish one innocent man. I'm assuming that's going to be Conrad's arc here. Criminals will sometimes ask for complete acquittal. If I don't follow their wish, I would have failed in my obligation to my client. I understand. It's a bit of a flaw in the courts. But which takes priority? The government or the client? I have a duty to put criminals to justice. I cannot falter. If I can do that as a defense attorney while also defending the innocent, that's what I need to do to uphold the law. Sounds like you're struggling. I'm walking the line between two sides of the court. Which one is for me? Was I too hasty in my decision? I've never seen someone so devoted to the law. As it stands right now, I can only defend someone if they're innocent. I must continue to put criminals to justice. But why did you take Mr. Bridges' case? To be honest, it was a favor for a friend. I trust her, and so I know that Bridges is innocent. Friend, is this the one we have to meet? Yes, she knows a lot about the bank and the employees. She believes in Bridges, and I do too. But I still think he's not telling us the whole story. Maybe your friend has some insider information. Yes, I suppose we could meet with her now. She should be at the bank's courtyard by now. Alright, but we're not done with this subject. I still think everyone deserves defense could be great for publicity. Actually, that phrase was used by an old rival. A defense attorney named Kate Flocking. Oh, okay, so Kate is not the friend. I thought she might be the friend. Rival, defense attorney? Wait, now I understand. You used to be a prosecutor? That's a story for another time. Let's get back to the bank. I would rather have X number guilty set free than punish one innocent. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. That is exactly the one. Wait, did he say in the lobby or outside the lobby? Oh, the courtyard. I think he said the courtyard. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so new character. I think, right? New character? Sarah, good to see you. Wait, Fletcher. Wait a minute. Oh, Flocking, not Fletcher. Hello, Conrad. I'm glad you came. This is your friend? Oh, right. This is Sarah Fletcher. Sarah, this is Chloe McCarthy. I'm Conrad's assistant. Assistant? I never knew you were the type to work in a team. Well, she didn't leave me much choice. Anyways, you said you had information on the bank. Yes, we should talk in private, if you'll excuse us. Oh, I see. You want to talk in private. I'll just look over the 9th floor one more time while you talk. See you soon. Minx, hello, welcome on in. Right, so what did you want to tell me? I can't tell you much about the bank. Huh? I lied so we could have time to talk. I know I gave you this case, but you shouldn't push yourself. I'm doing fine. We're getting closer to the truth. Is the truth really worth stressing yourself out over? I just want to make sure you're all right. Thanks. But really, this is my job. I'll be fine. I'm glad. There's one thing I should tell you, though. You already know I'm a major shareholder in this bank, right? Of course, that's why you asked me to look after Bridges. He essentially works under you, right? Yes, that's the issue. The staff is not trustworthy. Yesterday we discovered that Ground might be the culprit in the robbery. Really? That makes sense. I don't know who to count on anymore. You can count on me and Chloe. We'll figure this out, I promise. Take a quick drink. I know. Thanks again, Conrad. We'll talk later. I'm sure you have work to do. Yes, I should get back to it. I'll let you know how things go before tomorrow's trial. Take care. What we playing? Looks uncanny. Be nice, Minx. The dev is in chat. What the fuck? Explosion? Conrad, are you down there? Chloe, I'm here. What happened? There was an explosion. I'm scared. It's okay. I've come a long way since 2018. Yeah, if there's one thing I know, it's that any artist will look back on the art that they've created years ago, and they will just be like, oh god, get it away. Hit buttons. Can you make it to the exit? No, there's a fire blocking the exit. This is bad. What should I do? There must be something. Hold on, Chloe. I'll think of something. Why did this happen? Who did this? No time to ask questions. I need to help Chloe. Conrad, the fire's spreading. What do I do? Crap, there's no way I can get help in time. Think. There must be something I can do to get her down. Maybe there's a ladder or something? There must be something here. Situation. Oh, that's just it. Just situation. Fuck. Dumpster. Break the fall. Dumpster. I can't believe I'm doing this. Yeah. Jump in the dumpster. Oh, I found a fishing net? Wait, maybe I can... No, that's not possible. There's no way. Conrad, the fire, it's almost here. There's no choice. I hope this works. Chloe, I'm gonna try something. The walking animation? Damn. That's pretty high up. How'd you manage that one, Cross? Huh, that was relatively easy. That ladder was the perfect length to set up the corners on the net. You want me to land in that net? I tested it. It should hold. I think. Fire's right in front of me. I'll have to jump. This net, it has to hold. It has to. 3, 2, 1. I'm ready for the animation. I hope it's animated. Like she fell out of that window like a plank of wood.
She missed.
Yeah, she didn't even jump. She just walked off. A moment of silence for Chloe McCarthy. Oh my god. Oh, my stomach hurts. The fucking music too. The upbeat guitar. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, that was so good. That was amazing. I was so hoping it would be animated, and it met all of my expectations.
Water, bitch. Oh, drink. Water, drink. Water.
Yeah,
drink,
I took a drink
bitch.
after that one. That was beautiful. That was just so in line with the style. It was everything I was hoping for. I fell right out and landed here. What do you mean you fell out of the net? That's still like, how high up is that net? Hang on, that was still like 3 stories tall. You should have like snapped knees right now. Oh, thank goodness, that was way too close. Ah, you did it, you saved me. Also, that was fun, let's do it again. Sure, you go ahead, I'll just wait here. That is still like a 3rd or 4th story drop, Chloe, what the fuck? If she was like completely fine after falling out of the net, then like she should have been fine just like jumping straight out the window. Takes more than a simple explosion to knock Double Dare down. What happened up there? Chloe was almost killed. No, wait, guys, I know what caused the explosion. No, I know, I can show you. I can show you what caused the explosion. Observe. It's gone. It exploded. That's why. Yeah, it's gone because it exploded. That's what caused the explosion. The fucking car blew up. Okay, no, well, I mean, that's like, no, that's a 3rd story drop. I mean, actually, like, the lobby is like a story and a half tall. So that's like, it's like 2.5, 3.5 story drop. I mean, if you drop from there, that's gonna, like, that is, like, if we measure this, is there like a straight up and down button? Hang on.
Baba
Oh,
Booey.
yeah. Shift. Okay. So if we measure this in like Conrads, all right? So that's like, it's like one. Okay, wait. We'll measure it in Double Dares, right? So a Double Dare is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 11 rungs tall, right? And we'll assume that Detective Dare is, he looks like a rather, like, kind of tall fellow, right? He looks like he's maybe about, 5'10" or so. So 11 rungs is about, we'll round up and say 6 feet. Just to keep the calculations easy. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. So that's about 51 rungs tall. Divide by 11, that's at least, it's a little over 4. I would say that's about 4.5 Detective Dares. 4.5 multiplied by 6 would be 27. So that is, right, 4 times 6 is 24. Yes. So that would be a 27-foot drop. This is not how I expected anyone to play the game. Look, I love shit like this. I love this. DD is an ISO recognized unit of measurement. Just a measly 24-foot drop, no biggie. There's got to be a website that calculates how much it would hurt to drop from a certain height. Like, how much would, I don't know, a 27-foot drop hurt? No, okay. The first result is foot drop from Mayo Clinic. Foot drop is a general term that describes a difficulty in lifting the front part of the foot. Oh, Six Flags accident. Can you survive a 25-foot fall? Okay. So apparently, this is a USA Today article. A 14-year-old girl survived a 25-foot fall from an amusement park ride in Queensbury, New York on Saturday when several Good Samaritans caught her before she hit the ground. But would she have survived the fall if no one was there to catch her? Possibly, said one emergency room doctor. The probability of surviving a 25-foot fall, even into the arms of a crowd, is influenced by many factors, including your speed, as well as many other variables. He said falls from distances greater than 30 feet have a high probability of inflicting serious injuries involving the spleen, liver, and lungs. We just got rated Pixie! Pixie? I know you, I love you, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Is it Pixie? But welcome on in. Hello. We're playing a game called Burden of Proof. It's very much like Ace Attorney. Indie Ace Attorney. It's very fun. Right now I have used a debugging tool, the debug camera, to calculate okay, so what just happened? Our friend Chloe here, right? Our friend Chloe. There was an explosion on the 9th floor of this building, way up here, right? And we put up this net to catch her. So she jumped into this net, and she said that she fell into the net and then fell out of the net and landed safely on the stone like ground here. Oop. Don't go into the ground. But we have calculated by measuring in units of Detective Dare, who we're assuming is about 6 feet tall, and he is about 11 ladder rungs tall. We counted the ladder rungs. It is about 4.5 Detective Dares, or about 27 feet that she dropped. And now I'm looking up, trying to see, I'm trying to see if a person could survive a 27-foot drop. Pix or Pixie. Okay, Pixie's a good one. I like Pixie. Well, welcome on in. For anyone that's new here, I'm Alistair. I'm the Royal Rogue, and I really love doing like dumb nitpicky shit like this. It's very fun. But yeah, I found an article on USA Today. Apparently, falls from more than 20 feet usually result in a trip to the emergency room, but even low-level falls can cause serious head injuries. Well, we do know that she fell feet first. We watched the animation. She was stiff as a board. The median lethal distance for falls is 4 stories or 48 feet, according to the reference book Trauma Anesthesia. That means 50% of patients who fall 4 stories will die. Chance of death increases to 90% when the fall is 7 stories, the book said. As for what kills people when they fall, most who fall from a height die because they fracture their spine near the top and so transect the aorta, which carries blood out of the heart. Interesting. Landing on your side might be the best way to survive a fall. From a height of 3 meters, roughly 10 feet, you could fracture your spine. Around 10 meters, you're looking at very serious injuries. Okay. All right. So, I was just checking that out a little bit. All right. So, let's figure out what happened with that explosion. Chloe was almost killed. It was a bomb, no doubt about it. Likely set up by the true culprit, probably to hide the evidence. So we lost the evidence we found on the 9th floor? Heh, nope, all the evidence already moved to the labs for testing. Huh, well, we got lucky. That you did. Seriously, this means you won't be able to go to the 9th floor anymore. Nor would we want to. I think I've had enough for one day. So what now? Well, we have a plan of attack for tomorrow. We're gonna track down the security guard? Security guard? Thorne's been all over that lead. I wouldn't get your hopes up. So we'll have evidence to show tomorrow. And what about the bombing? It was a pretty drastic measure to cover up the tracks. This case might be more complex than we thought. Could it be related to the Zero data? Considering the stakes, it makes sense that someone would go that far. I think it could be terrorists? We need to stay focused. A lot is resting on tomorrow's trial. We can't let Thorne win. even if we have to bluff our way through. We must find the zero data. Want to get shorter? Doctors hate this one easy trick. Yeah, you know, if you've ever really wanted to be a short stack, this is how you do it. Simply jump from a 7-story building, smash your shins into powder. Chloe's kneecaps would have become intimately acquainted with her ribcage. They aren't stacked, it's just their knees. Welcome, everyone.
Let's continue the trial of Oliver Bridges.
This is the second day of court, and probably our last chance to defend Bridges.
Is the defense ready?
We're ready, Your Honor.
Very well.
And how's the prosecution today? Doing well? Indeed. So much for professionalism.
Apparently there was an incident yesterday at the scene of the crime.
That's right, Your Honor. A bomb went off on the 9th floor of the bank. I believe it was done to hide the evidence.
Dreadful! I do hope everyone is all right.
We're quite all right. Let this not impede our trial. The prosecution is quite ready to prove the defendant guilty.
Glad to hear it. Do keep in mind the counselors are present once again. We're just observers. Don't mind our musings.
Only until justice requires our service, the guilty will fall. Charming as always, Miss Crawford. However, something's amiss. My guards have not shown up. Your guards? I had thought they'd be here by now. I'm afraid I can't continue without them. Wait. Maybe they're just out of sight. No? No? Sorry, I'm helping Thorn look for his guards. You know, maybe they're around here. Who knows? Wait, I gotta check under the floorboards. Ah, darn. What?
Well, this simply won't do. Our guests must be comfortable to prosecute.
Really? Ah, there they are. What was that all about? Maybe something happened? I see. My guards have just informed me that they had to perform additional security checks for today's witnesses.
Witnesses? Are they dangerous criminals?
Not exactly, Your Majesty, but I'll get to that in due time. No cask of Amontillado, sorry. Yeah, no, no horrible heart under the floorboards.
I suppose we should have a recap of yesterday's trial.
Quite. The crimes in question are a robbery and a murder. At around 11:30 a.m., a masked criminal entered the Bank of Prosperity and threatened the receptionist with a gun. As it happens, the gun used was discovered during yesterday's investigation. It was found on the 9th floor, hidden in a potted plant. The gun was loaded with blanks.
But blanks? You mean...
Fake ammunition. There was no threat after all. Excuse me. Still, a warning shot was fired. It explains why Towers testified to hearing a gunshot. Indeed, since blanks were used, no bullet hole was found. The suspect then proceeded to take money from the vault. Yesterday, we also learned that they took a spear from the side room. Yes, probably insurance. Insurance? The robber had no actual ammunition. Anyone had figured that out. Then he needed a backup weapon.
I see. So then yesterday's witness claimed the criminal moved to the stairs.
Correct. We can assume that they were headed to the 9th floor.
And why is that?
Well, our resident defense attorney has shed some light on the situation. Tell him, Conrad. Your Honor, last time I had mentioned the possibility that the robber was none other than the victim in the murder case, Bill Ground.
Ah, yes. This was because Ground could have stolen the bags.
The stairs weren't rendered yet. Right, but the bags that were used to by the suspect to store the... Right, the bags that were used by the suspect to store the vault money. Since we know Ground was pushed off the 9th floor, he must have been there at 11:30, which confirms the criminal used the stairs. Are we assuming my theory about the culprit's identity is correct? I concede on that point, yes. Actually, it fits my case rather well. What? When Ground arrived at the 9th floor, he encountered the defendant. That's when the two fought. Perhaps Bridges was trying to protect the bank. Either way, the motive doesn't matter. Bridges pushed Ground out of the window. I would say the motive does matter. If Bridges acted in self-defense, that kind of exonerates him. Tower suppers after stairs. Blanks. We don't have anything about the coffee, though. Shot fired. Oh, no fingerprints. Okay. Actually left by Towers after she stabbed it with a long spear before the crime. The spear long before the crime. Now, since it is unrelated, the painting was also moved to the frame. Towers and Bridges moved upstairs around 11 a.m. after he was done working in the vault. Okay. I don't think I have a counter to this. But in that case, Bridges was only trying to stop the criminal. He stepped on, fast forward, invisible stairs. Yeah, we were told. Yeah. That was a fun little joke. Like if you try and leave the 9th floor instead of talking to Detective Dare to leave the bank, Conrad's like, "There's not even any stairs rendered out there." That's not a crime, right? Ignorance of the law is not an excuse.
What the defense says is true. It could potentially lower the accused's sentence.
Your Majesty, a moment to explain, please. I have reason to believe this crime was premeditated. Oh.
Order! What evidence do you have to back up this claim?
I'd like to call a witness to the stand. This person witnessed a crucial moment during the murder. Crucial moment? I'd call to the stand Ms. Chloe McCarthy. All right, you did witness something important. I guess I have to go over to the stand now. Wish me luck, Conrad.
Well, this is quite unprecedented.
So the defense team involves themselves with crimes? Can't say I'm surprised. Does witnessing a crime make you guilty too? No, let's start at the beginning. Remember, Chloe snitches get stitches. Hey, she almost got blown up. And honestly, she survived like a 3-story fall. I think she's gonna be fine. Please tell the court what you witnessed. Leave no detail omitted. Can do. The time was around 11:30. I was on my way back from the library. I looked over at the bank from down the street. And you witnessed the victim falling. Yes. Am I done? Can I go? Not yet, my dear. I have a few questions. Are you sure he fell from the 9th floor? Absolutely. Once he fell, I didn't take my eyes off the building. When the police arrived, that was still the only window broken. I even counted the floors. It was number 9. Did you happen to see anyone else on the floor? No. It was too far away, and the room was dark. Did you witness anything else fall out of the window? Nope. I see. That'll be all. And they return to the bench. Yay! I helped! And there you have it. Considering she was nearly blown up in Master Cotton Hill cosplay, running her shit. Considering her shits are fucking gone. Premeditated. Blanks at a gun and you think it was premeditated, really? Well, okay, he's not talking about the robbery. The robbery was obviously premeditated. But he's talking about the murder. Like if even if what's his name? Ground was the robber. His murder was premeditated, and it wasn't just Bridges defending the bank. Yay, I helped. Mood. Nothing else fell from the window. Oh, he's bringing up the spear. Wait.
I fail to see the relevance as well.
Put simply, Ground was on the 9th floor and had just broken the window. He did this by using the spear brought up from the side room. If we were to assume he got into a fight with the defendant, he would have surely won. He had the spear. Yes, we know that the spear ended up outside, yet our witness has testified that nothing else came out the window. Was Ground holding the spear as he fell? No, it didn't look like he was. The only logical conclusion is that he threw the spear out the window earlier, a short time before our witness looked that direction. Thus, with the spear outside and the gun hidden in a plant, our criminal would be unarmed. Hold on a minute. Then it stands to reason that Sir Bridges intentionally committed this crime. He willingly pushed an unarmed man to his death in a surprise attack. This is the angle he's going for.
For the last time, order! Prosecutor Thorne, you have made a valid point. Does the defense have a counter-argument?
Maybe? Conrad, he's right. There would have been no reason for anyone to go that far. Must have been a deliberate attempt at murder. That may be, but how can we be sure it was Bridges? I'm sure there were plenty of other people on that floor. May I enlighten the defense? Unlike some ill-prepared lawyers, I have acquired a list of sorts. This list documents all employees and staff who checked in on that day. Wait, I recognize that name. No, can't be. Why is she on this list? Oh, is it our friend? Let's see. Towers, 8 a.m. Bridges, 8:17 a.m. Ground, 8:20 a.m. Fletcher, 8:30 a.m. Hughes, 10:30. So Fletcher's our friend. Towers is the receptionist. Bridges is the victim. Or no, sorry. Bridges is the defendant. Ground is the victim. Fletcher is a friend of ours. And Hughes, I'm assuming, is the security guard. Could it really be? Could she be involved with this crime? So this is the list of employees? This is all of them? Yes, this was taken directly from the computer system. There were only 5 people in the building? We're a bit short on staff. This happens to narrow down the suspect quite well. I assume you have more compelling evidence than this list. Quite right, Sir Cross. I have a piece of evidence that can tell us who used the back entrance. You do? There was a security guard watching the back entrance from 10:30 that day. We have his written testimony, which I will now present to the court. As you can see, his testimony eliminates 1 suspect, leaving 4 left. It's close. It's close, so it couldn't have been her. Let's take a look. You saw Fletcher leave through the back entrance at 11:10. He didn't see anyone else. Okay, cool. Brown was murdered after 11:30 when she wasn't even in the building. Can't believe the thought actually crossed my mind. After all, she was the one that wanted me to take the case in the first place. Actually, there are 3 suspects left. One of the employees is the victim. Well, we verified that the guard's statement is accurate through multiple sources. From the moment he arrived at 10:30, he was watching the back entrance. But finally, that leaves just 2. And we've already spoken to Ms. Towers. I think the court agrees that her testimony now matches events quite well. She was in the lobby during the robbery and was there until the police arrived. But though they don't grow in dumpsters. Short on staff, short on stairs. I don't trust this city. So you can see it, dear Cross. There is only one.
Seeing how things stand right now, I have to agree with Prince Thorne. Seems as though there are no other suspects.
Who's running the show? OSHA! OSHA! On today's episode of Unraveled, I go through all of the OSHA violations in in burden of proof. Oh. OSHA violation number 1. This door leads to infinite void. I'm not sure how to classify that, but that's definitely a violation. All right, so no other... I mean, I want to say that the guard is still a potential option here. Oh? There we go. Just do that. Let's try it. Why not? Not employees. Someone could have entered the building. Not likely. Need I remind the defense that the back door was locked? Not to mention the upper floors were not in use that day. Ms. Towers was the first one to enter the building, and she was at the front desk until the incident. No question marks in your save file. Oh, okay. Invalid characters. Gotcha. That's why. Oh, yeah. It like file naming conventions. Right. She would have stopped unauthorized personnel from accessing the stairs. I guess that's true. I think of another line of attack. Now that we have additional information, maybe we can learn something new. Let's run through this one more time and see what we can determine. Your Honor, if I may. Demonstration? What in heavens are you doing now? Prosecution has just presented 2 important pieces of evidence. I believe there's more we can learn about the victim's movements using logic. You wish to piece together the times of arrival and departure. Correct.
Interesting. Please proceed.
Let's start at the beginning. First, at 8 a.m., Ms. Towers entered the building. We can assume she was in the lobby until the incident. Indeed, her testimony reflects that. As you've stated, this eliminates her from being a suspect. Then Bridges and Ground enter. After talking with the defendant, we learned about his movements. He was working in the vault on the first floor until shortly before the incident. Or so he says. I'm assuming a bit past 11 a.m. is when he went up to the 9th floor. That's when he had his morning coffee and passed out. Do you have anything to substantiate this fact? How do we know if Bridges is telling the truth? I have evidence that supports his claim. What about the passing out part? Well, we know this part is true at least. We talked to Ms. Towers yesterday and received more testimony. This should prove that Bridges went upstairs around 11 a.m. I see. Please continue. And he remained upstairs until the police arrived, presumably unconscious. Let's backtrack a little. Ms. Fletcher entered at 9:30 a.m. I believe you know she's a major shareholder in the bank? Someone's been doing his research. That is correct. She would have been authorized to go to the upper floors, if I'm not mistaken. Well, yes. I suggest we ask Ms. Towers if she saw Fletcher at that time. Shall be done. Gods, make it so. Fletcher's movements were unknown until 11:10. That's when the guard witnessed her leaving through the back entrance. Where are you going with this? The last name, Thorne. The last one on this list. Robert Hughes entered the building at 10:30. That's the time to think. If I choose the wrong answer, I'll be penalized. Need to get it right. Suspicious about Robert Hughes. Yeah, isn't he supposed to be the front? Doesn't say on here. I feel like I remember someone mentioning that he normally mans the front door. But I suppose, yeah, he could have left after 11:10. That's the most likely answer here, I think. If evidence is to be believed, he was at the back entrance at 11:10. But we don't have a record of his actions after 11:10. Tell me, where was he found when the police arrived? He was outside, behind the building. Must have been close to 12 noon, right? He had 50 minutes to roam the building unnoticed. That was plenty of time to move to the 9th floor and murder ground.
Order! But, Prosecutor Thorne, didn't you say you verified the guard's statement?
Yes, we've confirmed that what he saw at 11:10 did happen. We rounded up a few street witnesses. They saw Fletcher briefly after she left. But I admit, we have no clue if Hughes stayed at his post during the robbery. Your Honor, I believe my point has been made. So you've proven the possibility of another suspect. Sadly, possibilities are only that. Also possible that Hughes stayed at the back entrance until 12. Then he would have just had to walk outside to be where the police found him. He's right, but now I've put doubt in the mind of the court. Hopefully this should put me on the right track. Sir Cross, I'm done playing around. This case has gone on far too long. I've enjoyed the duel, but it's clear you're struggling to keep up. I have with me the piece of evidence that will finish this. What's the evidence? Not so fast. You shall see in due time. This is bad. Conrad? Behold, never before has a case been sealed so swiftly. The minds of those who feel pity for the suspect will be transformed. And the sentence will stretch on for an eternity. This trial shall go down in history as the turnabout of the century. How ironic, isn't it, to think...
Sir!
Yes?
Ask the witness, sir.
That's right, Towers.
Miss Towers said she saw Fletcher go upstairs at 10 a.m.
Very well. You've proved your minor point, Cross. Now, as I was saying... To think! Only a mastermind of the courts could have used this at the right moment. Why, to some it would be a mere minor fact, but in the hands of a genius, I see purpose. I see evident... That's it! I have it! We need to know Ground's movements before the robbery. If Fletcher went upstairs, maybe she saw the victim. We need to ask her about this right now. Are you finished? No, I call to the stand Sarah Fletcher. I was about to...
The court acknowledges the defense's request. Please summon the witness to the court.
Thorne is pissed.
In the meantime, we shall have a short recess. Court is dismissed.
Running on thin ice. We have a lead. We're about to question Fletcher. Yes, but I was hoping not to involve her.
You know Miss Fletcher?
Yes, we've been friends for about a year.
Wow. I can't believe how connected everything is. She's like my boss. I see her all the time at the bank.
Not much of a surprise there. She asked me to do this because she believes in Bridget's innocence. I'm not supposed to tell him that. I have to pretend like this is just coincidence. Oh, really? Conrad, what are we gonna do? How do we figure out what Ground was doing before his death? We're nowhere closer to finding the culprit. Animation's gonna make me fucking die. They grow on you after a time. Like, it's rough like the first like hour or two, but then you just get used to it, right? It's like if you've ever had like training weights on, like it's weird at first, but then you just like get used to them. It's not just about ground. If Fletcher was around the building before the robbery, maybe she saw Hughes or a third party. If there was anyone else in the upper floors around 11:30, we'd have new suspects. Right, which would draw suspicion away from Bridges. All right, let's get to work. This testimony will be the turning point of the trial. I just have a bad feeling that Fletcher knows too much. I don't want to relive the memories from a year ago. Come on, Conrad. We've got a case to win. They're rough around the edges, but like it's endearing and absolutely hysterical. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're great. I love them.
Trial will now continue.
Looks like Fletcher showed up. I hope she can give us something new.
Defense may now question the witness.
Your Majesty, may I submit my evidence now? Wow, Lauren's getting anxious.
Well, there was a witness on the stand. I don't wish the lady to stand all day.
It'll be but a moment. No, I'm just gonna push it back right now. We're kind of busy right now, Thorne. Yeah, can't you see Miss Fletcher is waiting patiently? Then I'll just get to the questions. Fuck you, Thorne. Hey, Sarah. Conrad. Don't worry about this. It's really easy. If you say so. Let's start with something simple. Do you recall the events leading up to the robbery on the 12th? Yes, mostly. Good, then you'll be able to tell the court what happened that day. From the beginning. Understand, let's see. Well, I woke up to the smell of hot coffee. That's right, my automatic coffee machine had activated. You went back too far! Stop stalling! I watched the D&D movie with some friends last night with the Shark Squad with Sid and the gang. So at the very start of the movie, like, you went back too far. Stop stalling. Apologies, madam. Can we skip to when you entered the bank? Oh yes, of course. It was around 9:30 a.m. I entered through the front door and greeted Ms. Towers. I went upstairs to check some reports. The story matches with what we know so far. After that, I just took a stroll on the roof. The roof? What were you doing up there? Just strolling. Please continue. Then I went downstairs. I was getting ready to leave. I didn't see anyone on the way out. And then I just left. That was all I did. I didn't really see anything. Well, that was suspicious. You left through the back entrance, correct? Oh, yes, I did. You saw Robert Hughes on your way out? You mean the guard? He held the door open for me as I left. It's awfully nice of him. Maybe I should hold doors more often. So that's it. Yes, that's all. I hope you're happy, Sir Cross. After your crude interrogation of this witness, we've yet to hear one meaningful argument from the defense. Allow me to move things along. Behold! The evidence which was so inhumanely delayed! I have with me security footage from a camera located on the roof of the bank. This camera periodically takes photos in intervals of 10 minutes. Around 11 a.m. on the day of the robbery, the camera took this picture. As this was taken at 11 a.m., it shows an event that occurred around 30 minutes before the robbery. My friend, this alongside the testimony we just got is major. It's huge. This is Sarah? Indeed. Miss Fletcher and the victim were speaking on the roof.
This raises all sorts of questions.
Quite. I sense a guilty party is present. Would the witness care to explain her actions? I don't... What's going on? Did she know about the robbery? I can explain. I really did go on a stroll to the roof. It's a habit of mine. That day, I saw Bill ground. I knew something wasn't right. He was holding something. like bags from the vault. That's when he threw them off the side of the roof. It explains how he was able to sneak the bags out of the building. And it confirms that the robber was ground. He didn't say anything. I got really worried. I suspected he was up to no good. I could tell he had stolen the bags. That's when I ran back to the first floor and left the building. My intention was to call the police or something. I really didn't know what to do. So you didn't see anyone else that was suspicious? You didn't see anyone. Are you sure? We don't have time to repeat ourselves. The witness saw no one that could be a suspect, which leaves only one option. Bridges is, and always was, the murderer. Does the fucking bailiff have a shotgun? Oh, no, that's not the bailiff. That's, okay. So a little background, that you're missing on our friend, Cross here. He's a prince, and these are his royal guards. He is related to the Queen of England. Which, I mean... who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna be the one to break the bad news to him? Royal guards for the royal family didn't use shotguns. You don't know that. Well, I mean, like, if you're talking about like the royal guards with like the big, like, the big hats, you know, that like patrol around like Buckingham Palace with their bayoneted rifles. I mean, I guess, but like this is different royal guards. They're in America now. Maybe they just couldn't get like proper shotguns in the UK. I don't know. It's like, oh, we're in America. We should swap. We should get something cooler. We should get some goddamn like pump action shotguns. Are they pump action? Yeah, they are pump action. Yeah, man, they picked up some shotties while they were in the States. No swords in the court, please. Oh, I mean, we got swords, we got guns. Sometimes the benches catch on fire. I don't think we're really worried about weapons in the courtroom. Oh, wait, let me see. Actually, let's find out. Let's see if there's a metal detector. No, I don't see a metal detector out here. Indeed, the defense tests our patience. Oh, sorry.
Indeed, the defense tests our patience. We have not seen a single piece of decisive evidence to support the defense's claims.
Your Honor, I have a right to cross-examine the witness. New information was made apparent to the court, and as such...
Very well, you may cross-examine the new information, but make it brief.
Give it Alistair debug tools in every game here on out. Oh, no, I'll abuse them. I'll only abuse them. But I mean... abuse. Oh, I was not gonna I'm not gonna finish that sentence. I was gonna say, but he funny, and I almost said the word abuse before the word funny, and out of context. Ooh. That would get me canceled on Twitter instantly. I'll summarize what I said before. I saw ground on the roof at 11 a.m. He was holding bags. I believe they were from the vault. As soon as I arrived, he threw the bags off the roof. Once I saw that, I ran all the way down to the first floor. After encountering the guard, I left through the back entrance. I assumed ground was still on the roof as I left. Most of those statements are consistent with the evidence. Yeah, I don't think Fletcher is lying. We still need to buy time if we want to win. The sequence of events doesn't make sense to me. How so? So Fletcher leaves at 11 a.m. and ground is on the roof. Ground needs to be at the front entrance at 11:30 if he was the robber. My mistake. I just took a guess. I'll correct that last statement. Ground must have left through the front entrance between 11 and 11:30. Something's still not right. Statement you just made contradicts this piece of evidence. The court, please recall the security footage. We had already done a thorough analysis of the contents. According to the prosecution, there was no record of any employees leaving. Well, I couldn't have known that. I just made another guess. I know. I just need to make sure our facts are straight. I guess I'll correct that statement again. I must have left through the back entrance between 11 and 11:30. Is the defense satisfied? For now. Conrad, are you thinking what I think you are? Yes. Just hope I'm wrong. Let's begin the cross-examination. Better dust off the ukulele for the apology video. Oh, no. And finish the thought regardless. Okay, I didn't say it in a way that you could clip it out of context, though. All right? I didn't clip it in a way that you could just, like, clip just those 2 words and put it on Twitter. Jump net roof. You think he did that? I don't think he would have done that. I think someone would have seen the net, right? If he set that up beforehand. Summarize what I said before. I saw ground on the roof at 11 a.m. I was holding bags. I believe they were from the vault. I arrived. He threw the bags off the roof. Let's see. Spare the photo, the victim. It's 11 a.m. He's got the bags with him. So that I run all the way down to the first floor. Countering the guard, I left through the back entrance. And I must have left through the back entrance between 11 and 11:30. He still doesn't seem right with his testimony. To review everything again and find the contradiction. So ground at the roof at 11 a.m. That checks out. Holding bags, I believe they were from the vault, also checks out. As soon as I arrived, he threw the bags off the roof. Does this corroborate that? I mean, I can see the motion blur on there, so it does kind of look like he's tossing it. Maybe? Apologies, that statement is inconsistent with this. Yeah. Sorry. Let's see. I saw that I ran all the way to the first floor. That sounds right still. After encountering the guard, I left through the back entrance. Ground must have left through the back entrance between 11 and 11:30. Maybe this one? Ah, yeah, here we go. Miss Fletcher, I'm sorry. There's still something wrong with that last statement. Counted a guard Robert Hughes as you left. He was guarding the back entrance from 10:30 until the robbery. So? You have his written testimony. The only person he saw was you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean... This inconsistency is no fault of the witness. She was merely speculating. She couldn't have known the guard had testified. I agree, but this takes us down a whole new path. If Ground didn't leave through the front entrance or the back entrance, he couldn't have left the building at all. Huh. You're quite right. He had to have left at some point in order to show up masked at 11:30. This case isn't making any sense. It totally crushes our previous theory. I guess we have to rethink everything. It's not possible for Ground to have been the robber. Actually, there is a way. Really? This will require an open mind. The prosecution proposes that Ground jumped off the building. What? And landed in this fishing net that was found at the scene. The one that we set up? That's insane. Actually, it's possible for someone to survive a fall from up there if they had landed in the net. Trust me, that net is stable. The detective has updated me on what you did yesterday, Cross. The net in question was found in the dumpster of the courtyard. Ground used it to protect his leap from the roof. It's the only way he could have left without leaving a trace. I imagine he did it to cover his tracks and pretend he wasn't the robber. Think about it. That explains why the robber went upstairs. He planned to remove his disguise and pretend he was in the building. The whole time. It would be the perfect alibi. Hold up. What are you proposing? Let me explain it in full. First, before entering the building, he set up the fishing net in the courtyard. How did he do that? You'll recall from your investigation. There were several electrical poles and lamps that could have held it up. Right, yeah. Once the net was in place, he entered the building. That's likely when he stole the bags and went to roof. The only way to get the bags out of the building was to throw them off. Yeah, it's fine. But then Fletcher found him on the roof. Indeed. After she left the roof, Ground jumped. He landed in the net and retrieved his bags. He tossed the fishing net into the dumpster so no one would find out. Then he entered the bank again, disguised as the robber. It's quite an ingenious plan, but sadly it was foiled by our dear friend Bridges. At that point, no net would save him. Bridges pushed him off the 9th floor, where he died having hidden his traces of theft.
Order! This is quite the claim from the prosecution.
And one that fits the evidence quite well.
Indeed! I believe we've found our solution.
No, at this rate, we're sure to lose.
I believe we're ready to pass a verdict.
Huh? Not again! I'm back! Hello, counselors. It's me again, Double Dare! Why, you... Remember me, Thorn? What is it this time, detective? We just found a new piece of evidence at the crime scene. Just wanted to let the pros handle it before the verdict is passed. Evidence? Yep, we were searching the roof. We found a small trace of blood. Blood? Allow me to clarify for the court. On the roof of the Bank of Prosperity, there's an antenna. This antenna sticks out in the direction of the courtyard. The tip of the antenna contains a trace amount of blood. Analysis reveals the blood belongs to Bill Ground. At least he's better than Mr. Sholmes. Aw, be nice to Sholmes. He does his best. Why didn't we find this sooner? The investigation hadn't moved to the roof until it became relevant, which was just a few hours ago, all things considered. We found it pretty fast. Your lucky Double Dare was there to save the day. Thank you, Detective. Could you add it to the public record? Can do. This antenna, it sticks out from the roof toward the courtyard. I would place it just above the hole in the 9th floor window. That's right.
I have the gratitude of the court for this evidence. You may leave the stand now.
All right. Double Dun did it again. Wait a minute. This blood was above the 9th floor? This changes everything. Yeah, because the autopsy report says the gash on Bridges' hand, or on Ground's hand rather, was made like immediately before death. I believe I know how the blood ended up on that antenna. This piece of evidence will explain it clearly. Large cut on the left hand that was made immediately before death. Will the court recall the victim's autopsy report? It says here that in addition to falling from a great height, the victim was also cut on his hand. You can't mean... I do. This changes everything we've known about the case. The item that caused the cut on the victim's hand was the antenna. The antenna. I propose that the cut happened while he was falling. While he was falling? As the victim was falling to his death, he reached out and scraped his hand. I love it how every time I catch like minor spelling mistake, Rob's just like, fuck. Minor spelling mistake, get his ass! The antenna is above the 9th floor. He couldn't have fallen onto something that was above him. I could be live acting the game as I watch, but I'm too lazy for that. Yeah. Hey, don't feel bad. There were spelling and grammar mistakes in the Great Ace Attorney as well. Like when I was playing the Great Ace Attorney, I know there were at least a couple of like spelling errors or missing words. That's exactly it, though. And what if it wasn't above him? Everything has been leading to this one revelation. This is exactly what I need to turn the case around. The victim was not pushed from the 9th floor. He was pushed from the roof. I wrote the script before Google Docs had spell check. I see. There was a time Google Docs didn't have spell check? Oh shit, I didn't know that actually.
Order! This is absurd!
You're proposing that after Ground robbed the bank, he went to the roof? No, that wouldn't work. Yeah, it would just contradict my testimony. Chloe saw someone falling from the 9th floor. Yep, no mistaking it. They came from floor 9, not the roof. Then your theory is wrong. No, it still stands, which means we've been getting something else wrong. The victim fell into the fishing net after being pushed from the roof. So he was pushed twice. Oh, no. What if he willingly jumped from the roof, like you said, and he cut his hand on the way down? That would allow him to disguise himself as the robber. Then, later on, he was pushed from the 9th floor. It won't work. Read the details of the autopsy report. No. No. So that means he wasn't pushed from the roof at 11:45. He didn't die at the time we'd previously thought. What Chloe saw was not the victim. That's what I was trying to get at, but yeah, I think I flubbed that. What else could it have been? Are you suggesting there were 2 victims? No, there's no sign that anyone else died. There was only one body at the scene. For now, let's just think about the time discrepancy. We've been assuming that the murder happened after the robbery took place, but I believe it actually happened before. Why would you think that? You remember Chloe's testimony. She said she kept her eyes on the building after she witnessed the event. No one fell from the roof after that. You're correct. But then, who fell from the 9th floor? It's most likely the robber. The robber? But I don't understand. The robber didn't get pushed. Rather, they purposely jumped. This item was used to ensure survival. Now it's the net. They landed in the fishing net. This would have allowed the culprit to escape before Chloe arrived at the scene. So that's how the robber escaped the police? The plan was to make it look like Ground was guilty. By breaking the 9th floor window, the culprit created a fake scenario in which the robber fell out and died. In reality, he was already dead. I see. The robber was just framing Ground. Sir Cross, if the robber is not Ground, then who is it? Okay, Conrad, time to think. I have to use everything I know and piece the scene together. One by one, I can eliminate suspects until only one is left. I eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. Hey there, Herlock. Good to see you again. The one who robbed the Bank of Prosperity was... Alright, so... we know it wasn't Towers. We can all be certain of that. It wasn't Bill Ground. He was framed and also murdered. We know it wasn't Oliver. Because we're trying to, like, you know, not let him take the fall here. Wasn't Jacob. So... I can't choose the guard. I would... It's not the defense's job to find the guilty party. Tell that to Phoenix Wright. Yeah, really. As much as I'd like to implicate the guard, we have like one kind of definitive answer here. This is unfortunate. Why did it have to come to this? It was... the true culprit was... No, it can't be. Could it really be? Please let me be wrong. Well, who was it? Can't say it. I can't do it. Chloe, could you point to the culprit? Conrad? I can't accuse her. I understand. Prince Thorn, I know who stole from the bank. It was you, Sarah Fletcher.
Order! Order! Is this really true?
Yes, Your Honor. Sarah committed theft. Oh! No. Here's how I deduced it. We had already discussed that the criminal was likely an employee. They had access to those bags and knew about the side room. Furthermore, they knew the exact spot to set up the fishing net. It's simple, really. Which employees left the building? There was a security camera at the front entrance and a guard at the back. Brown had already died. Bridges and Towers were found in the building with no other record of them entering. And the guard was found near his post. There's no way he would stick around after committing theft. And we know the culprit escaped after the 9th floor stunt. The only one who was missing from the scene was Sarah Fletcher. But... Alright then, Cross. Who pushed Ground from the roof? Wait, I can't answer this with the evidence I have. No, why? The evidence has led to this? I have a piece of evidence that will clear this all up. This evidence sets the scene for Ground's murder. It only takes a picture every 10 minutes. Which means 10 minutes between when this picture was taken, more than enough of a window to shove this man off the roof. We already have footage that shows Ground on the roof. This was taken at 11 a.m. This is likely the time that he died. that's the case, then the most likely suspect is... not again. I must be strong. I must do this for justice. Sarah Fletcher, you killed Ground. What? But what? The guard was at his post, and Towers was at the receptionist desk. It could only have been you.
I'm beginning to get confused. Please explain yourself.
I'll explain what happened from the beginning. First, the employees entered in the order described on the list. Bridges was busy working in the vault, and Ground had moved to the roof. He and Fletcher were working together in a combined effort to commit theft. They planned to meet on the roof. That explains the security footage. There, they planned their attack. Ground had brought the bags he stole. Something changed. Fletcher did the unexpected. She betrayed Ground, pushed him off the roof. Maybe they argued. That's absurd. I agree, but it's the truth. It's the only way things can be explained. Noticing her crime, Fletcher formulated a new plan. She left the building immediately through the back entrance at 11:15. She circled around and set up the fishing net, then donned the disguise. Masked, she entered the building as the robber and threatened Towers. Oh, and she took the spear to break the window. Yes, at this point, she had already drugged Bridges. Hold on, drugged? Bridges drinks coffee at the same time every day. It's likely that Fletcher slipped something into his drink. It was just done to frame Bridges as the murderer. Maybe just to keep him from being a threat as Fletcher made her escape. When she went to the 9th floor, Bridges was unconscious. She broke the window and jumped out. From far away, Chloe couldn't identify the person that fell from floor 9, so Chloe had assumed that it was Ground. Meanwhile, Fletcher landed in the net and hid it in the dumpster. Everything was already set up to frame Ground for the robbery. She escaped before Chloe arrived, items from the vault in hand. That means she has what we need. Sarah Fletcher, where did you hide the items you stole? Have you lost your mind? This is unprecedented. You accuse this poor madam of murder? I can see that she is a likely suspect for theft, but the murder... There is another option.
Please enlighten us.
Bridges is the murderer. Not again. He's innocent. If you'll recall your earlier demonstration, Bridges was in the vault at 8:30 a.m. Around 11 a.m. is when he moved to floor 9. I propose that he is lying. He actually went to the roof. But... Hey, wait, that's right. I did see him.
What?
I'm sorry I didn't mention it before. I just remembered. Please let me testify. Oh, she's lying. Here's what I think her motivation here is, right? So she's the one that told us to get Bridges off the hook because she believed that he didn't do it. I think she only wanted us to get as far as Ground committed the murder, then jumped out the window, right? I think that's as far as she wanted us to get. Like, he did the robbery, he jumped out, he fucked up, he did something wrong, he died. But now that she's in the hot seat, now that, you know, she's feeling the walls close in, she's like, fuck it, Bridges did it, Bridges did it, blame Bridges. Conrad, she's trying to wriggle out of her crime. Your Honor, I wish to cross-examine this next testimony.
Yes, I believe that would be appropriate.
I'm sorry that you think I committed murder and theft. I suppose now I'll be questioned about it soon. But I want to tell you about something before they take me away. I saw Bridges. He was there on the roof at 11 a.m. He's the true killer. He pushed Ground. I'm innocent. Sarah, you shouldn't lie to the court. I only just remembered this. I'm sorry I forgot. Will no one believe me? It's a little hard to believe you when your story is full of holes. You mentioned that you saw Bridges on the roof at 11 a.m. That would contradict this piece of evidence. The prosecution showed the court this footage earlier, which depicts the exact state of the roof at 11 a.m. As you can see, Bridges is not here. No, I meant... I misspoke. I'll correct the statement. I saw Bridges on the roof around 11:15 a.m. That should clear things up. Camera just missed him. That inconsistency is cleared up, but this testimony is still awful. Let's go over it again. There should be some way to prove she's lying. That would be this. Guard says you left by then. Miss Fletcher, there's no way you could have seen Bridges at 11:15 a.m. She really fucked up. Literally all she had to say was 11:05. Like, sometime between 11 and 11:10. The camera just missed him. He came up after me. Some shit like that. And it would have been in the bag. But she fucked up. Monumentally. Because Hughes had already seen you leave at 11:10. Why, it's only a matter of a few minutes. Perhaps you saw him slightly after 11 a.m. It's a really close window of time. Will it be possible? I can... What's so funny? I've been fooled this whole time. I can explain how this is possible. This footage from the camera on the roof. It's possible it was tampered with. No, she's definitely lying. What if the timestamp was incorrect? Sorry? The what? I saw Bridges shortly after this photo was taken, but this footage could have been taken at 9 a.m., not 11 a.m. That would give me plenty of time to still be at the back entrance at 11:10. Could have been? It's a 2-hour difference. You should know when it was. I have a bad memory. What do you want me to do about that? Yeah, right. Nonetheless, I can prove this is wrong. It's impossible for this picture to have been taken at 9 a.m. because this piece of evidence doesn't fit with that. 9:30, yep. The employee list says that you entered the building at 9:30 a.m., which means it would have been impossible for you to be in this photo at 9 a.m.
Order. Why, that's correct.
But what if it was taken at 10 a.m. instead? Yeah. This photo happened at 10 a.m. I was at the scene with plenty of time to be at the back entrance at 11:10. That's it. Bridges killed Brown at 10 a.m. Yeah. No. That's not possible. This piece of evidence will smash your lies to bits. This should explain that. Take that. I'm taking over. What? Huh? So, yeah. Saw Bridges move upstairs 11 a.m. after he was done working in the vault. Huh? Eh? Hmm? Why is that not right? Shouldn't it be? Did I accidentally present the wrong thing? Oh, this then, maybe. This Bridges not ground. Yeah, but she's saying that she saw Bridges up there at that time, whenever she went up there, right? Isn't that the thing in question right now? Or, oh, no. Oh, I see. Wait, hang on. No, maybe I've gotten lost in the sauce here. So Bridges on the roof at around 11:15 a.m. He left there. Okay. She saw him slightly after 11 a.m. Which from the camera on the roof, it's possible it was tampered with. What if the timestamp's incorrect? I saw Bridges shortly after this photo was taken, but yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm trying to contradict the fact that she still, I think she still claims that she saw Bridges, right? Whatever. No, I see what it actually wants. is the proof that exposes your crimes. The autopsy report confirms that Ground died after 10:30 a.m. You think Ground died right after this photo. And there's no way this photo was taken at 10 a.m. No, it can't be. You'll pay for this. Sarah, did you bomb the bank while Chloe was up there? I'm innocent, I tell you. You have nothing on me. I believe I've heard enough. You have lied several times to this court. I can see no other reason as to why.
You must be guilty of murder. The defense has laid out a very plausible scenario, and you gave false testimony to divert our attention away from it. You will likely be tried for the murder of Bill Ground and theft. However, we must now pass a verdict. Outcome will decide the severity of your charges.
It's been discussed. Just hope our argument was convincing.
Counselor Woodman. This is a tough call, but based on the most recent testimony, not guilty.
All right, we can do this.
And Counselor Crawford.
Prosecution has done well in fighting. Guilty.
And the deciding vote.
Your Honor, please.
Not guilty.
The defendant is cleared of all charges. We did it. Bridges, we won. You're innocent. That's great. Cross. This was an unfair battle. You ran the court's time to the end to force your baseless accusations. No, it was the truth. It's a shock to me too, but it's the only way this case works. Sarah, Hold it right there. You can't do this. It is over, dear. But there's no need to worry. You'll receive a full investigation, provided you are innocent. That's not happening.
Bailiff, restrain this witness at once.
Don't do it. I don't want to hurt you. Excuse me? Sarah? It's okay, just let them... Ah! Oh, they got the guns. Nobody moves! These rifles are loaded! Rifle? Rifle? Rifle. Rob sweating nervously. The script before knowing what I would put in their hands. Gods, cease this behavior at once. I said nobody moves. We will not hesitate to kill you.
Everyone, remain calm.
You see, Thorn? You let your pride get the better of you. So long as everyone cooperates, you'll all be fine. Conrad, why are the guards working with her? She must have bribed them or something. That explains why they were late. Silence! I just have one question before I go. Conrad, where are they keeping the last piece of the Zero data? Well, where is it? I don't know. Nonsense. I know you've worked with our friends before. I really don't. Guards.
Yes, ma'am. Preparing to open fire.
Wait, what if I give you a name? That's more like it. Conrad, it's okay. We'll be okay. Just give it to her. James Ram knows where it is. Thank you for your cooperation. Guards, we're leaving. So long, everyone. Don't look too hard for me. Jesus Christ.
Is everyone all right? Bailiff, send a search team after them now! Someone call the police! There's an armed criminal on the loose!
Sir Cross, if you'll allow me to escort you to safety. There's no time. Fletcher's going after Ram. What do we do? Why did she want to find him? Ram would know where the Zero data drives are located. Fletcher stole from the bank, which contained one of the hard drives. She might already have 2 parts. She only needs 1 more and she could launch a nuke. Are you sure you should be discussing this in the public, in the open, where everyone can fucking hear you, Cross? You're kind of just blurting out government secrets. Maybe you keep that under your hat until you get outside? Maybe? I know where she could have gone. Thorn, we have to hurry. Follow me. Lead the way.
And everyone evacuated immediately!
He's been held at gunpoint, okay? True. He's had a rough day. He's had a rough day. We can excuse him for leaking some extremely classified military secret. Did we miss her? Is she here? It looks like she isn't here. I thought Ram would be here to interrogate Bridges. Was he watching the trial? I didn't see him in the viewers section. Maybe he figured out Bridges would get an acquittal? There's no time. We have to find her. You need to explain yourself. What's this about a nuke? It's a complicated story. My phone. Hello? Oh, I understand. Right. Let me know as soon as you find something. Who was that? Dare's team is tracking down Fletcher as we speak. Weiss! Oh my god! I just heard about a nuke threat. What a funny trial! What a funny trial, besties! Holy shit, it's been a year! Thank you for 1 year, Weiss. I asked what software did you use to model the characters. Okay. And yeah, I don't see this too, so that doesn't mean much here. The opportunity was too good. And look, we know how the nukes work, like, because we know that the missile knows where it is at all times. It knows this because it knows where it isn't. By subtracting where it is from where it isn't, or where it isn't from where it is, whichever is greater, we obtain a deviation. Dare's team is tracking down Fletcher as they speak. They have a lead on her position, but it'll be some time while they investigate routes. I suppose it'll take a while. Yeah, why don't we head down to my office while they're searching? Very well. You can tell us this complicated story while we wait. Alright, I'll show you the way. Oh, complete chapter 2. Nice. All right. Well, we're in a new location, so we have to do the obvious. All right. Yeah. Everything's normal so far. Sure. Aw, there's nothing funny here. They can't all be funny. But there will be more funny. So that's why we believe the zero data was taken by Fletcher. I see. Seems like you figured this all out. Not quite. We still have no clue why she took it in the first place. Could she be working with the terrorists? I certainly hope not. Well, this is good. If she's not working with them, then there would be no threat of a nuke launching. That wouldn't make sense. Why else would she steal it then? At any rate, I still don't understand how you know this Ram character. It was around a year ago, back when I was a prosecutor. Ha! A prosecutor! You! Yes, just a short while earlier, my mentor had been hospitalized. I was in the middle of a case involving a terrorist kidnapping. The terrorists had demanded something in exchange for the hostages. What did they want? Something we know now to be a serious threat. Zero data. 1 year earlier. Oh. Well, I think that's where we're gonna leave off. We will pick up chapter 3 next time. Thank you all so much for joining me as usual. This has been a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this game so far. Preface, this chapter was unfortunately cut short because someone left me in the dust. Oh no. So it'll be a short chapter 3. That's fine. We'll probably just do like chapter 3 and then we'll like, you know, sink our teeth into a little bit of chapter 4. We'll find a nice cliffhanger to leave off in 4. I won't, you know, I won't pry. I won't ask a bunch of questions. My assumption though is probably that like you needed assets or coding or something and someone just didn't deliver. But game dev, what can you do? And you know what they say. They say, what's it? Limitations breed creativity. And honestly, who knows? Maybe it'll be like good in the end. Like they say, what's another thing I hear a lot? If you're writing a script, write the script and then just like try and cut it down by like 20%. And that's like a really good exercise to see like, you know, what's in there that you don't really need, what's in there that's really important, that sort of thing. I'm probably going to do that with a few of my scripts once I finish writing them for YouTube videos. I'll finish writing them and then I'll like see if I can like chop them down a bit, you know, try and force myself to write less. Although granted, long form videos are more and more popular these days. So maybe it would behoove me not to do that, you know, make them longer instead. Let's see who's doing stuff. Eros is streaming. Oh, this is great. I wasn't able to raid Eros last time because what happened was I found this out on Twitter. So Eros came back from vacation on Monday and did like her first stream in a long time. And I was like, oh, cool. I'll be able to raid Eros and say, you know, welcome back from vacation. And when I went to raid, she was already done. And I'm like, oh, that's a little odd. Eros is usually streaming like way later than me. She usually streams until like 2 a.m. my time. And I'm like, what's going on? Turns out that she accidentally swallowed a bug on stream and had to end stream early because of her puke. Which I feel bad about. I feel really bad about. But it is kind of funny. It's just a little bit funny. Like, that's horribly unfortunate, but it's a little funny. Anyway, next stream will be what's the day? Sunday. More Tears of the Kingdom. Been a little while. It'll be probably a more chill stream, maybe a little bit of a longer stream if I've got the energy for it. You know, it's been a little while since we played Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't even gotten to the Gerudo Desert yet. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Anyway, take care of yourselves, y'all, and I will see you next time. Oh yeah. Anyone new around here? If you haven't already, there's a Discord. Feel free to join the Discord. Okay. With that said, take care, y'all. I will see you next time. Peace.